Okay. Zoom this back out. Alright. Get some tin. Get all these bits of solder off of here. If anybody's wondering, all these like black ash soot marks are from when I was doing wax stamps and was still kind of learning, and I was mistakenly getting a bunch of soot on a little spoon. Alright, so we've got the Mino, and I've got a couple other prototype lube stations. See what you guys think of those. Okay. So this one must be the 10 mil one. Kind of like this one. I think that's a little bigger than I need for my lube jars. Might be better to get rid of the do people that use lube stations, do you use these at all, or are they just kind of a waste of space in your opinion? Anyone with a opinion on that? Is anyone still here? Has everyone left the building? On what? I'm just wondering if people actually use these. Do you have to be here for the giveaway? No, you don't. I would prefer that you be here, but you don't have to. Only if it is tall enough to hold the brush. So do you think that's something that is a waste of space on there, or do you think it's something that we should leave on there? You say no to lube holders? Yeah, I don't really use lube stations, so I don't want to do what I want to do. These are lube stations, yeah, prototypes. I would love to stay, but you need to drop your sister's home, round trips just over and out. Oh, you need to drop your sister at her home. Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. Could make it an open tray? What do you mean by an open tray? Yeah, so it seems like most people don't think it's needed. What if the jars aren't the right size? That's the other thing, yeah. So I think we might could get rid of those. But here's another one. This is a thinner acrylic just because it's quicker to cut for prototypes. So this one, I have a switch right here. Like I've got switches everywhere all the time, but when I need, except for when I need one.
Fuck you, Kerbal.
Thank you for the follow. Give me 1 second. I'll see who that was. But it's got like the part on the monster. What do you mean, Triggity? I don't know what you mean by the... Oh, so in order to do that, you would have to do 2 layers of acrylic. I'll contact them on Reddit or on Instagram. In order to do that, it has to be 2 layers. You can't just cut out part of it. That's just a lot more work. That's gonna have to, then I'd have to increase the price of it. I want to keep them as low as I can. You didn't feel like peeling it? I don't really feel like peeling it either. That's what we've got this for. Hopefully you can catch the stream when you get back home. Okay, see you in a little bit. We still got about an hour until we draw the winner. Anyways. Whoa. Isn't that fucking brilliant? I wish I could remember who it was that told me about this. Shandon, I told you about this, didn't I? About the using a dowel rod and just rolling it right off. I think it was somebody in Alex's stream that mentioned it. I immediately went to Lowe's the next day and got a piece of dowel and got it cut. Yeah, it's pretty impressive how well it actually works. So this one has spots to hold the stems. Is that something that people need and want out of a lube station? Also, how many switches are the optimal amount? I want you to be able to do enough to at least cover a TKO. So is 90 switches enough, or should I go more, less? I know, like, one thing that I hear and see people complain about is having to do like multiple times. You never use the stem holders. So something more like this, but without the lube jar holders. Hoping Friday after work you might get to building the back of Echo 60. Alright, right on. Heck yeah. Are you doing soldered or hot swap? So something like this would probably be the most ideal, huh? No stems. You leave them in batches of 6 to 20, so typing test. Alright, I'll do that in just a second. You like the holder, just not the smaller holes. Well, the smaller holes were supposed to hold these, but I didn't get a chance to send him jars to test the size. So they were going to hold these, and these are a little too big for my lube jars, which are... I have one somewhere around here. Let's grab a new one. Oh yeah, my coffee's getting cold. So that's way too big for the lube jars I use. So I think, unless you include a tube to hold the brushes. Yeah, I think the thing to do might be just to get rid of that altogether and to do... How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 7. 60, 90. Is that 100 and... I just lost my whole... Is that 105 or 120? Seven times 15. 105. So maybe take this design, get rid of these up here, and extend the acrylic the same amount. That way you have plenty of space to put your bump-ons. As far as thickness, it's definitely going to need to be thicker than the 3. I like the thickness of this, to be honest with you, but it's a pain in the ass to cut. I wonder if... How hard is it to get two pieces of acrylic to stick together? Would it be... wonder if it would be worth it to do 2 5mm and glue them together. So if we did that, then we could do... Where did I put... Oh, it's right here. I'm like looking on the floor. It's right here. Off a ye small. I don't know what you mean. Off a ye small. Hot swap for now, since you're not sure what your favorite switches are yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a big fan of buying a hot swap and a soldered PCB. That way you can try things out. Even though, oof. What's oof? I'm confused. Are we just making random noises now, Shandon? What's I'm definitely missing something here. I'll talk with you more off stream about how we want to proceed, but these are cool. These are cool. It's definitely a start. Earlier you meant to say oof a wee small. Gotcha. Yeah, it seems like most people don't even use those, so might as well just leave those out. We'll discuss it later. But so we've got these prototypes. Oh, it looks like you didn't even get all the paper off the one you did peel, Shandon. Get a dowel rod, bruh. I thought you had one. I thought I told you to do that already. How are you out here cutting acrylic and making all this stuff without something to make it easy? Entered the giveaway. Hey, there you go, says Eo. Someone else entered the giveaway and tagged Snoop Dogg. I'm lucky. Somebody tagged Snoop Dogg as one of their one of the people they tagged. I was like, wait, what? They were like, you know, Snoop Dogg loves keyboards. I was like, okay. Oh, really? 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 I feel like you put that in there just to fuck with me. Oh, man. Were you sitting here the whole time? When's he gonna notice the sticker? When's he gonna notice the sticker? So you said to use the standoffs that are included, not the ones that are on here currently? The stickers are sitting in order. Nice, nice. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Patness the Sadness? How are you tonight, Patness? Well, is it nighttime for you right now? Yeah. To use these standoffs. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna go this way. No, this way. Got Mino on there. This morning, currently working. Oof. Work's never fun. I had it right the first time. I get things right every now and then. So this is the USB Type-C one that's going to be coming with the kit, right? I'm assuming. Okay, so the OLED's down here. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, alright. I'm so used to the OLED going on top of. So the OLED's going down there. Microcontroller's going up here where it's covered. Does the microcontroller go above or below? 4:06 a.m. here. Woke up at like 7. Nice, nice. That sounds like you're on like a me sleep schedule. Actually, my coffee is like gotta be getting cold. It's gonna go below. Okay. TXO, so it's gonna go like this. What sockets do you recommend using for these? A low profile or a standard? I'll put the case over here out of the way for right now. No build guide? No, this is a prototype. But you don't need the build guide when you have the creator in chat. Grab some sockets. Low profile or regular ones, Shandon? Chat is the guide, yeah. All the sockets you tried did not yield good enough results. As in, they were too high? What do you mean by not good enough results? If that's the case, I have low profile sockets. Actually, I have some newer low profile sockets. Let's see if they're any lower. Just wait for these to run out before I offer the new ones on the site. They should be the same though, to be honest. I think this one's just gold plated. And I do have, yeah, they're the same. And I do have peel away sockets coming as well. Okay, if I use the Pro Micro you included, I need to make sure I don't use the black spacers on the headers. What do you mean? Don't use the black spacers on the headers. So about these, the ones that come with it? If you use a mic mount USB connector. Hard to describe in text. Check, check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Let me mute your stream because I'm getting the delay now.
All right.
All right, cool. So, all right. I don't think I can. Can I hear you in Discord?
You should be able to. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Cool.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. But anyway, all right, cool. So what I'm trying to describe, which I'm failing to describe, and I can send a picture into your Discord as well, but.
Or you can turn on video if you've got one there in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. All right, there we go.
I don't know why
I got my high production. All right. Yeah. Let me turn on the camera. There we go. Cool. Right. So this is not the.
Is that the Bebo?
No. Okay. So this will kind of explain what I'm saying. So you should be able to see this. There we go. So this is with a nice nano. So it has the mid. I meant to say mid mount, not mid mount, but mid mount USB-C, just like the Elite C. Mm-hmm. You see that you can still use those plastic spacers that it comes with, and it's fine. Like its height works out. Mm-hmm. But the problem is with the controller that I sent, and if you use like a normal Pro Micro where the USB sits on top of the board, then it sits up a little bit too high. So what you'll want is you're gonna want to
how much too high? Because these
either A, not use the black spacer bit, or B, use a mid mount USB. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
So should I just? So one thing I can do is put pins through the bottom.
Like, here's a prototype, and yes, I'm wearing a comfy because it's great. But yeah, so here's a Pro Micro. So you see what I mean? Like, by its connector sits up higher than its PCB does. So you have to remove those black spacer pieces that come on the standoffs that you get by default. Okay. So that way it lays flat enough so that way when the case comes together, your USB doesn't hit the back part of the case.
I got you.
Like it'll clear the back of the case, if that makes sense.
So have you tried lower profile sockets or just the standard profile? Sense? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I could hear you a few minutes ago, but I can't hear you now.
Did I mute? Check.
So, you came in for a second and then it left.
Did I? Let's see. Check. There we go. It's showing that it's lit up. Did you maybe turn me down?
Guest stream.
Did you maybe turn me down?
Yeah, I guess it is an impromptu guest stream. I can't hear a word you're saying, but I'm just
You
reading
can't hear
chat.
me? It's showing that it's showing that my
Hold
sound's
on, hold
coming
on.
through.
What?
It
Oh, well,
it's
you cut out again. Here, I
I
can
cut out
just.
again. What is
I mean, I
going
guess
on?
I could unmute your stream, but then I'll have to hear you through a delay if I did that. And yeah, in Discord, I
Let's
don't
see,
think I
hang
can
on.
see that you're trying to talk. 'Cause I don't know what's going
Check,
on there.
check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Yeah, it's breaking up for some reason.
Character avatar says you're deafened, and
I'm deafened?
I don't
Shit.
see that you're trying. Okay, I highlighted green, like it's
Yeah.
trying to hear you
Yeah,
talk, but
it looks like the connection is just
I
bad
can't hear
because
you
when I
talk.
do the mic test, it's not coming through well.
It looks
So
like the connect.
I heard myself.
Yeah, I can't. I 100% can't hear you. But
Do you think?
wait, what?
Can you hear me?
I can't. I still can't hear you. But hold on. I'm gonna unmute your stream, so I'm gonna hear you through your stream.
Okay.
So I'll hear you. It'll just be on a delay.
All right. Troubleshooting 101.
Okay.
I can hear myself.
Troubleshooting 101.
All right. We'll just. Okay. Now I can't. Are you talking? Say something. Are you gonna have to like push the talk? There we go.
So I
Okay.
just said something.
Yeah, now I heard you. Okay. So
Yeah, because I might get the bleed back from my own audio. So yeah.
have you tried using low profile or just standard height sockets? Because these low profile ones are about.
So I didn't try any super low profile, but I did try some lower profile. Like I tried some by the Milmax company. They're not like the typical Milmax sockets that people use, but they're by the same company and they are sockets, but they just didn't allow it to sit low enough. So
Okay, then I'll
I
just
just
use.
found
I'll just solder it
so I
directly to
just
the
found it's better
PCB.
just to solder directly on.
Okay, that is what I will do. Make sure I got this
No,
all oriented
you
correctly.
can't use
Yeah.
the black spacer. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna solder it on and then pull the
Great.
black
That's the
off.
way you're supposed to do it. Like that's the trick. If you
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. That's exactly what it's going to say in the build guide.
All right, let me find my Captain tape.
You should do the same thing for the OLED too. But the OLED,
Use.
so the
Okay.
and you should do the same thing for the OLED. Now the OLEDs that come in the kit have the headers pre-soldered onto them. I didn't send you one of those, but
Yeah, I'm
they're
familiar with
easy
them.
enough to pull the black piece off because there's only 4 pins. It's not as like difficult as when you've soldered onto like the Pro Micro or something.
Okay.
Just as a note for anybody who is thinking about buying the kit. But essentially, if I guess if people can see me, but this is kind of what it'll look like. Like when Kerball's all finished, it'll sit flush. You see, he doesn't have. There's no black spacer bit. Same thing on like this side with the Pro Micro. Oop, there we go.
I don't know where my Captain tape's going, so we're just gonna
Ooh,
roll without it. Oh no, it's right here. God, I can't. I don't know why I can never see this.
But you are looking at the final revision of the PCB, so there's not going to be any additional changes.
Guest stream.
So do you
I
love
like your
cheese?
blind
I
gang.
like your glasses. Hashtag blind gang. Well, thank you, G Squalla. I have astigmatism, and so I don't know if you all know what astigmatism is, but essentially, your eyes just fail to focus sometimes. Like focusing is just hard. So it's like your vision is good, but you can't focus. It's like a camera that you can't get to focus. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me. What does the case look like? I'll show you the case that I've got here in just a second, or Shandon can show the one he's got there in front of him.
Yeah, yeah, I can show the other two. So Kerbal, so it'll come in 4 colors. So I don't have a clear one. Oh, I do have. I have one of every color you can see because Kerbal has the lavender one, and then I have a jade one sitting right here. Hold on, let me reassemble it. I just gotta put it back down in the base. I'm not gonna screw it together.
Why the air quotes on reassemble?
Well, you know, it's
Why
you know.
quotes on reassemble?
Well, because I don't feel like screwing it back together, so I'm just gonna like
hold it together.
I'm just gonna put it together enough to where they can see it. So let's see.
Gotcha.
Come on, let's focus. Come on, camera. There we go. So like, here's the jade color way, and this is with a pro micro. I mean, with the nice nano, and so it's semi-transparent. Like you can. The camera's not gonna. It's not gonna play well because it's reflective, but you can see it's semi-transparent. The jade is. So it looks really cool.
Sorry,
And
the
then,
audio.
Hold on, let me get the other two.
Sorry,
colors,
the
there's
audio's so wacky, everybody.
And there's a clear.
Sorry, the audio's so wacky, everybody.
So here is a clear, which I was going for a fully. I'm going to do a fully clear, transparent build, hopefully. But here's the clear, and everybody's seen like clear acrylic at this point. I think it looks really good because the plate and the PCB are both that red color that you all see. And then here's what it looks like clear from the backside. So it looks really cool.
Yeah, that looks good.
And
then what's
frosted also? It does look really good in frosted as well.
Was that the wire for a nice nano battery that I saw in there?
Was that the wire for a nice nano?
That was the wire because I screwed up the PCB design. That was like revision 1 of the PCB.
Gotcha.
You know, I had to make a botch wire, so. But yeah. And then this is what yours will look like if you use the USB. So see, this is what I was talking about. Like if you use that USB. Hold on, it's focusing on my face. Don't focus on my face. Oh. It's focusing on my face. Please hold. I'm just gonna change it to manual focus because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. So yeah, so like, ooh, there we go. All right, so like that USB. So you see, if you keep the spacers on it, it bumps against this bottom, which is fine if you forcibly screw it together. Like, if you're looking at my case, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. But it could add strain to your USB as you plug and unplug over time. So I don't recommend people do it. I recommend you just remove the black pieces when you're soldering.
Gotcha. Sounds like solid advice.
And I won't spoil what the animation looks like on the OLED. I'll let you find out for yourself.
Ooh, all right. Firmware, or I'm gonna need you to send it to me, or did you pre-flash this?
Firmware. I'm gonna need you to send it to me.
Yes, I already sent it to you.
Flash this.
Did you? Okay,
I already sent it to you.
So. All right. I should have.
Oh wow.
What?
That
is a mouth right there. All right. What are we looking at here?
That is a mouth right there.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
What happened to the caps lock keys and tab? So it does still have a tab key. So I don't know what you're talking about. There is a tab key. If you're looking at the Jade one, that keycap set is not fully compatible. Like I didn't have that in a 40s kit, but this one has a tab. You see? Oh, hold on. God, I cut off the autofocus. Well, anyway, trust me, it's right here. I don't feel like cutting on autofocus again. It's right there. But you're right. There is no caps lock. It's a 40%, so you really have to squeeze out as much as you can. And I wanted to make a hot swap, so you didn't really leave a lot of options. And to be honest, most 40% don't have a dedicated caps lock key because who really uses a dedicated caps lock key?
I do. I do a lot of shouting in online chats.
You know, like I felt like the fact that I gave
I do a lot of shouting in online chats.
okay, well then if you'd like, you can set up a macro, and then you can use your caps lock on a layer. You gotta learn how to use layers if you have 40%. Everybody out there that's like, what? You need layers.
Yeah,
You gotta get good.
I'm aware of how layers work.
I'm aware of how this works.
All right. Well,
But yeah, so it's very painful to be honest. Like I've been typing on it at work, and I'm
what's
adjusting fairly well. Like I'm using the Bluetooth version at work, and but it's definitely taking some time because I'm like, wow, I really use a lot of these like I use a lot of my symbol keys,
yeah.
and so not having a dedicated symbol key is like slowing me down when I'm coding and I'm trying to do parentheses or brackets or something like that. So
Yeah, I've used 40% a little bit in the past. I just can't. Like you said, it's painful. I just can't. I can't adapt to them, and I don't put the time and effort into it to adapt to them.
I don't put the time and effort into it to adapt.
I think someone should make
I hear you. So
keycaps.
for me,
Should make keycaps.
Is my sound still not coming through on Discord? Because it's showing that it's lighting up for me.
Is my sound still not coming through on Discord?
Hold on. I'll try to mute you. I'll try to mute your stream and see. So go ahead and talk through Discord. I'll see if I can hear you.
Check, 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 check.
No,
check,
I can't
check,
hear you
check.
through Discord. Hold on. Let me check and make sure it's not me. I'm pretty sure it's not me. Yeah, go ahead and talk again.
Talk, talk, talk. This is me talking, saying things.
It's not me because there's no
Yeah.
sound coming through anything like that. I mean, I'll check one more thing. Hold on. I'll
When
check
I-
one more setting.
When I did
Just
the
for you. Uh-oh.
when
Dude,
I did
I've gotten 50 billion ad breaks on your damn stream today, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm gonna start taking. Yeah, no, that seems like it would be.
check, 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 check,
Speak?
check, 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 check.
Okay, speak again.
I'm not a dog, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it shows. Like
Speak,
I
speak.
agree with you. Like it
What's
shows, like,
what's
you're
next?
green
Sit, boo
in
boo, sit.
Discord, but I can't hear what you're saying. So
It might just be a
know.
bad connection at Discord.
But yeah,
Well, he can't hear me.
It might just be a bad connection at Discord. Well, he can't hear me.
And Triggity, don't.
So I heard you say it might just be a bad It might be a bad connection to Discord.
Yeah, whenever I did a mic check, it was like breaking in and out. So I don't know what's going on.
Check. It was like.
Let's see here.
Oh, gotcha. The tactile club shirts are lit. Yes, they are.
Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Actually, I might have had the wrong input. Can you hear me now?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can hear you through Discord now.
All right, cool. Now we can.
Okay.
Now we can
Great.
get the audio working good again.
That's awesome. Now I can hear you in real time. Thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Triggity, yeah, my girlfriend, she designed the like floral pattern and everything because I thought it was really cool. And so she designed them, and as a joke, I had to send Kerbal a sticker. I was gonna send him a sweatshirt, but I just didn't know his sweatshirt size. So I was like, well, I'll send him a sticker.
Fat boy size, extra large.
Fat boy size, extra. I don't know if we ordered extra larges. I'm pretty sure.
Also,
I'll find out.
Triggity, don't encourage his anti-linear standings here. We're pro-linear around here.
We are pro preference.
That's true.
But your preference should be tactile because I mean, what are you doing with your life? But you know.
Yeah, everybody's got.
We're back to autofocus now, so
everybody's got
we're back to autofocus. Cool.
Their preferred thing.
probably won't go smaller than a 60%. I understand. Personally, my favorite layout out of all the layouts I've tried, to be honest with you, my favorite is any sort of a variant that is a 65%. So like a 65, like even if it's like split, like Alice or like so like faux split Alice or Arizu or something like that. I really prefer 65, but I do like the idea behind the Mino was one, it was supposed to be kind of goofy looking, which I think is accomplished, and then two, it's meant to it's fully supportive of the Nice Nano and ZMK, and so it's meant to be something that can be portable, and so I needed something that could reasonably put in a bag. Like, sure, you could put a 60% in your bag, and the Mino pretty much is the same length as a 60%. But for the rest of the design language, it made more sense as a 40% than it is 60. So that's part of it. And then two is the design of it electrically pretty much is limited to where I'm at right now. There were some other things I kind of wanted to add to the PCB, but to make it compatible with both ZMK and QMK, I kind of didn't have as much IO input output pins. So I was limited in what I could do. But it's cool, and it's giving me ideas for something else. Do you need to solder on the hotspot sockets? Yes, you do need to solder on the hotspot sockets. So the hotspot sockets do not come soldered by default. So you will have to solder those on, but then you can, freely hot swap as many times as you reasonably want to, right? For those sockets. Yeah. So you will definitely have to solder. 265s, a 75%, 65, and two for 65. So
Oh,
yeah, I
this is
have quite
a
a few.
VIA hex file.
Yes, so it's not in QMK yet officially, and so it's not in VIA officially yet either. So what I can do is I can also send you. You'll have to manually upload your VIA file, but I'll send you that too. I forgot to send you that.
The JSON.
So here you go. So if I go into Discord, I should. So you should have gotten that file now. And so you'll need to go to the design tab and after you flash, you'll go to the design tab in VIA. And if you specify that file and plug in the keyboard, then it will recognize the layout
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, same thing I had to do with the BAMF. All right, we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that
it's just
flashed. Let's
yeah, it's
download
just the
this.
maintainers are slow and they have, they're slow, and so it takes time. But yeah, yeah. It
Okay.
should, as long as I guess it should be in long before the actual group buy is going to start this Friday. So by the time the group buy finishes and they're actually shipping to people, it'll be available in VIA.
Gotcha. Why is VIA
It'll
not
it'll be
opening?
available in
There
like
we go.
QMK, so nobody will have to manually download these files and stuff. So yeah,
Okay. So
sweet. Yeah, it's kind of a pain to test before you before you solder on the actual sockets, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think it's
That is,
easy. I find it's easier to test before putting on the sockets. To be honest with you,
I'm
once you
just
put the,
saying, like in terms of like versus a soldered PCB, like because the
oh
holes are a
yeah,
lot closer, so
oh
much
yeah, for
easier to just
sure.
fly through it. Yeah.
I've
Um.
thought about making a PCB testing tool, like a metal tool that's got the right sizes for all the different options that you would need to test, but I just been too lazy to make it come to fruition. Of course, now that I mentioned it on the stream, somebody will have it for sale next week.
Hey man, China, well, China. But no, that sounds. I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that sounds cool. I kind of wish, like, I mean, what I did is, like, I just bodged a. I have a paper clip that's like the width of the hot swap socket,
Yeah,
so I just bent it properly to do that. So, this is probably a stupid question, but can you solder on hot swap sockets on any PCB? So, I
no.
mean, technically you can solder them on, but it's not gonna work. So to answer your question, yes, you can solder them on, but no, it's not. It's not gonna work. And the reason why is because if you're using like the Gatoron or the Kale sockets, which they're like the pretty much the same design, they might be slightly different internally, but they work mechanically the same. Um, but either way, if you're using those, they're mounted on an S&D mount on the backside, and they're meant to where you actually plug in the switch is like partially a through hole component, so it goes to the other side. So unless your PCB has those cutouts, it doesn't matter if you were to stick it onto it doesn't matter if you were to stick it onto the board by using bodge wires. You wouldn't be able to actually physically put your switch through it. Um,
Yeah, and you've also got to have pads to solder it to, and the
yeah,
pads
you gotta have pads to solder it too. Yeah, as well.
would
Like I
not
said,
be
you
in the
could
right
technically
place.
do a bodge wire setup to like solder on like sockets like to take a place of a switch that's already there. You could do that, but then yeah, what would be the point? It would just be a free floating socket, and you wouldn't be able to put your switch through. So unfortunately, you can't. You can't do that. You really have to. The electrical design really has to change when you're doing the hot swap sockets just because of their footprint. So yeah, you can. That's why people Milmax. That's why Milmax is like popular. It's time consuming because it's not really something that was necessarily meant to be done. But the benefit of Milmaxing is that you can essentially add a hot swap like functionality to any soldered keyboard, and you shouldn't have any trouble.
Uh, let's clip these off.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just cupping it with my hand so they don't shoot all over the place.
I always cover it with like something else on my desk so that way it doesn't shoot me in the hand
Eh,
as well.
I'm
I
a
don't know if when you clip them off they're as violent. Like mine always come off super violent, so
I'm a
I always
glutton
just
for
cover it with
punishment, I guess.
yeah. I always just cover it with like the same wrapper um that the microcontroller came in or something like that. Um,
Yeah, we lost one.
Stick those on PCBs. Yeah, hot swap PCBs are nice as long as you're taking care of them properly, which um usually like people will pop sockets, and I think it's just because there's not good documentation on it. Like yes, they're hot swap, but like they're not hot swap in a way where it's like you can just necessarily freely pull the switch out of the board. Like depending on the mounting system of the keyboard, depends on how secure that PCB is, and then also how much force you're putting in when you put in the switch can cause issues. So I always recommend you take it apart enough to where it's like just the PCB and plate or whatever, and then you have so you can reinforce the backside when you're pushing in switches. For sure. Like that's pretty much the only surefire way you're not gonna mess up something.
You like the OLED to be flush up there as well?
Yeah, yeah, the OLED needs to be flush as well. For the plate clearance. You can technically put it on without it, but then it's gonna cause you issues later. Just yeah. So just don't use it.
Gotcha.
Uh, Unfortunately, the OLEDs I ordered when I got my bulk supply of them, they were supposed to be the free pin ones, but they have the headers pre-soldered. But luckily, they're not hard to pull out the black plastic part. It's actually pretty easy on those because there's only four, so it comes off fairly smooth. But on the microcontrollers, it's a pain in the ass. So I'm glad those came pre-soldered rather than the microcontrollers because I probably would have ordered different ones because I would have not wanted to put people through that because that's really painful.
Yeah, I've never seen a microcontroller come pre-soldered. I think that would be a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, because most
Yeah.
people like to socket them, you know.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, I've seen the Pro Micros come pre-soldered quite often, not from a keyboard perspective, but just like ordering them on Amazon and stuff. And it's because, if you're using them in those microelectronics projects, like they're trying to lower the barrier of entry. So, some people might not have a whole soldering kit and they might be using, like a breadboard and stuff to mess with microelectronics. So outside the context of keyboards, it can be pretty useful. Like I've ordered them myself because I was like, I don't want to solder them. They come pre-soldered, but I would not want to do it for a keyboard, especially because some builds are very weird in how you place the microcontroller. Like,
Yeah, and
so
the
it's better to
sizings
have
and
the option to use them than rather than being forced and having to like desolder. So I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. But cool. You also have a JST connector. You don't need to solder yours on if you're not going to use a nice nano, because it's only useful if you have a nice nano.
gotcha. Okay.
Um, but it doesn't hurt for you to solder it on. But it's not gonna. I mean, you're not gonna get any benefit from it.
Right.
And the switch is already soldered onto the PCB as well, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it coming? Are the PCBs in the final iteration gonna come with the diodes already
Yeah,
pre-soldered?
so you're looking at everything you see on that PCB is exactly what's going to come with it.
Okay.
So you're looking at the last revision of the actual PCB itself. So anything you see on it, like silk screen, printing, anything like that, that is finalized. There, if there's any changes at all, in this last because the sample from my production run manufacturer is on its way to me now. So as long as there's not some gigantic electrical issue, which there isn't because it's the exact same revision as the one you have right now. You just tested it, it works. Then nothing else is going to change. So the diodes will come pre-soldered, and the switch will come pre-soldered, but then anything else onto the board is up to the user to do. I know some people were like, well, why doesn't, why don't the swap sockets come pre-soldered, and you using hot swap socket, if you're not going to pre-solder them on, using hot swap sockets just makes the kit more expensive. And to be honest, while yes, hot swap sockets kind of do add a price, and everything. The whole point of the kit wasn't to make it so it's something you don't have to solder. The whole point of the kit was to make something that is fully compatible with both QMK, ZMK powered microcontrollers like the Nice Nano, the Elite C, Pro Micro, etc., and just be a cool, funky looking 40%. And I think it's nailed that. So,
I think anyone that's built 40% and split boards is used to soldering on their own hot swap sockets. I feel like
another
those
thing, yeah, like
comments.
I'm not, this isn't a Bakaneko 60 or Bakaneko, any of the Bakaneko boards or anything like that. Like it's not necessarily meant to be like oh, you're getting into keyboards and you want to pick up a kit that is very low barrier of entry in terms of like build and all that good stuff. Like
Okay,
that's not
so
necessarily what the Mino is. Like it's affordable, like, and everything, and that's great. But and it's
um,
it's cool and it's customizable, but it's nothing crazy.
have you
What's up?
already? So the problem I'm having here is is there no pad on this side of it for me to solder to?
What do you mean?
Because I soldered on the bottom. I'm guessing I should have soldered from the other side
I
where
mean, it's
there's.
through hole, so it's connected. So you should have the electrical connection. I always solder the opposite way. So like I put it through and then solder on the backside. Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm
which
just.
you could also add solder to the backside, but because it's through hole, as long as you have that connection, you're fine.
Yeah, let's see if we're getting a
A
connection.
nice nano. What's this? So you're probably familiar with like the Elite C or a Pro Micro, but a nice nano is shit. Do I have one available to show you? I do. One second. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a connection here.
Oof. That is that is unfortunate. Yeah, it might be if there's any connection you're not getting, I imagine it's the connection to the ground plane.
Well,
Might be causing you some issues.
now it's not even detecting the keyboard. I wonder if I cut these pins a little too much.
Yeah, I mean that could possibly be it, but yeah, like I don't know. But cool. Let me show you this nice nano. What's a nice nano? A nice nano, it's a development board. So it's a microcontroller board, very similar to like the Elite C, the Pro Micro, the Black Pill, et cetera, et cetera. Insert other name here. Um, but it's really cool because it uses a different chip. It uses a chip that supports the ZMK firmware. So if you see, that's a nice nano right there, right here. That's the nice nano, and it's a little development board. And it's really cool, and it's mid-mount USB-C, just like the Elite C. And yeah, and
Mostly
like
people
this.
are wanting to use it for the wireless aspect of
Yep,
it.
yep. So that's exactly why it supports it, and that's why some of the electrical design decisions had to be made the way they were, because I wanted to stay compatible with um, the Nice Nano microcontroller, and it has less pins than the Elite C has. It has the exact same pinout pretty much as a Pro Micro, and the Pro Micro also has less pins than the Elite C. That was one of the things that really made the Elite C take off compared to Pro Micros. That and the mid-mount USB-C, and it has a USB-C. Um, so I don't know any of these words slash names. Okay, well all you need to all you need to know is that the Nice Nano allows for Bluetooth capability on the keyboard. So that's it. If you want to know the core difference, the Nice Nano allows Bluetooth. That's all. Oh man,
What have I
that's
done?
unfortunate.
This is getting really hot. I've done something wrong
Oh,
here.
there you go. I thought something pop up on the screen.
Maybe it's just hot because I was just soldering.
Yeah,
There we
I saw
go.
something pop up on the screen just now when you had it connected.
Screens.
I thought, yeah.
The screen's kind of batshit crazy though. Ooh, it's shocking me a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That means I would try reflashing, but that generally means that you've got a connection issue somewhere.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
yeah,
would
like if it,
imagine.
yeah, yeah. I would just maybe unplugging, reflowing the solder on those joints, but
Connection issue with the OLED or with the microcontroller?
so I would start by just reflowing the O. I would start by reflowing the OLED because that seems to be where you like potentially have the trouble. So yeah, I would do that, and then also reflow all those on the PCB. So the PCB has the USB on the PCB itself has the brains of the PCB. And if you need to solder on a controller or something, PCB doesn't have a brain. My brain too smooth. Essentially, yeah, the little board is acting like the brain, and imagine that the overall, like the red Mino PCB in this case, imagine it's just an accessory, like an extension, um, versus where the Pro Micro or the Nice Nano itself is the actual brain doing all the actual work. Oh, you're in the middle of an ad break, so I won't be able to see you, dude. What kind of ad ratio do you have on these streets? Because I feel like I'm watching cable television.
So 3 minutes an hour is what you need to keep pre-rolls turned off. So I do three 1 minute ads instead of like longer ad breaks. I wanted to keep the ad breaks as short as possible. That
Lord
makes.
Jesus. Okay. Oh my God, they added Doctor Strange to Fortnite.
Okay, I think I see what the issue is. I don't know what this one soldered on very well. Flux, where's my flux?
Oh, I was about to say, what happened to the music? But I forgot. I'm not listening to your stream's audio.
Uh, flux remover. Where is
Oh,
the
even your
flux?
stream's audio doesn't have music.
It's not playing?
I don't think so. Please no banned, but I have superior Twitch ad blocker. Banned. Banned. You're taking money out the pocket of Kerbon. How's he gonna feed his wife and 90 children? Jeez.
All,
You think Big Daddy Bezos is just gonna give him free affiliate money?
oh, it's this scene right here. I don't have the audio source. There we go. Now we do. Okay. Flux pin, where have you gone? Flux remover pin.
Bro, did you try your spray flux?
I don't have any spray flux. I got flux remover.
Oh, that's what it was. The flux remover that you bought. That
Shit, I
was the
just
spray.
spilled
Does it actually
sprays.
work well? I don't imagine that being a spray would be good.
It works really well. Really, really well. Take it.
I imagine it would work well. I don't imagine it would be a good process to like be spraying that stuff.
So basically, you just hold it at an angle. Hold the PCB at an angle. Spray the shit out of it with that at high pressure. And then you just wipe it off. And up there, it's stuck underneath the edge of the desk mat. That's why I couldn't see it. And then just wipe it off. It works really well. Like really, really well. I was surprised. I really like the flux pin though, or flux remover pin.
Do. I do stream. I stream on my actual channel, which is what I should probably actually use on Twitch, but I like my personal one. But anyway, I stream at this. And I usually stream. I'm a software engineer, so I usually stream like coding or something related to tech stuff. I did a keyboard stream the other day where I was doing some prototyping stuff for the Mino as well, and I plan on doing more of those because there aren't a lot of designers in the community that actually kind of like talk about their designs and stuff. And you know, I can understand why, like, to a degree, but like, I don't know, I think it's fun. I've learned from other people.
Is that a Tetris? Is that Tetris? Hold on. Hold on.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. I only stream 1 day a week right now on Tuesday, but cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, man.
So it's a Tetris animation. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I know somebody was gonna ask, can you play it? So not yet. I can potentially add that functionality, but it's question. I might add it as like an Easter egg, so I might not tell anybody how to get to it, but like.
So you're saying it might already be there? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that would be cool. But wait till you see what happens when you type. You gotta type on it.
Alright, I've got to get some.
But yeah, the Mino is inspired by the shape, by the geometrical term, a tetramino, which is like a shape very similar, which is based off of, which is what the original game Tetris is based off of. So not a lot of people realize that. And then there's Tetra and Tetris Mino, which is like the company behind Tetris. They trademarked like Tetris Mino, or however it's pronounced, for Tetris. Like they trademarked their own word of it, but it's not the official word. Like the official word is like a different term. It's very similar to like Apple has trademarked the term in terms of a software company, but Apple itself, like the word itself, is not a trademark. You can't have a trademark for it. But yeah, imagine playing Tetris on your keyboard. Yeah, you could do. I've seen some people do some really fortunately, but unfortunately, so QMK allows quite a bit of. And that's the firmware that powers the keyboard, by the way. It's called QMK, and they have a lot of stuff you can do with OLED, but like there's not a lot of great support, like, per se, and then you have to be careful running out of memory and stuff. So I've seen some people do some really cool and really creative stuff, and I've learned a lot doing this on the OLED, because before this, the only thing I've coded on the OLED was like, you know, the typical words per minute prompt and stuff like that. So it was really cool to be trying it and be doing more, but we will see.
Forgot to 10 my
You have that
pads.
socket upside down.
Huh? No, don't. It's a Gateron socket.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I just looked at it and it just looked like it was upside down.
The Gateron ones are just a little different shape.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what's shipping with the kit, the Gateron ones. Because the price difference was significant, and it allowed me to lower the cost of the kit quite a bit. I'm not using Kale sockets.
Have you already gotten sockets? Because Optimo has sockets now too.
Yeah, I have. Optima, I thought that didn't they have issues with theirs in terms of like with the pin sizes of switches, right?
That's the old sockets. They have new hot swap sockets
They have new ones.
that
I mean,
fit
I might
fit
consider
the
it, but
same
I mean,
footprints.
I literally have so many Gatoron sockets. Like I have way more
Yeah,
than I'll probably ever need. I can probably do a few Mino runs
nice.
off of this one, especially because the Mino, like I'm capping the units I'm sending in the first batch. I hope it all sells out. I've worked really hard on this kit, so I hope it all sells out. And if it does, there should be quite a bit of extra to go around. And there's still, so that's part of the reason why I ordered so many, was I wanted to be able to do some extra runs.
Yeah, you get a better deal usually too to buy more things.
Yeah, wasn't there a board that played Flappy Bird? I mean, maybe. I've seen, I mean, some people do some really cool animation stuff. Yeah, like there's some really cool, and some of it is, I mean, if it's in the QMK repos, it's like publicly available, but also some people have actually made it so you can easily include it in your code. Like instead of just copying and paste it from there, it's like it's built into QMK in a way that you can import it very easily. So it's actually really cool. How much is it gonna cost? How much do you think it's gonna cost? Before I say the final number, how much do you think this kit's gonna cost?
That's kind of crap. I want to do that again.
Any guesses, Kerbal?
You asking me?
Yeah. Well, I'll ask you and I'll ask your chat. Any idea?
I have a good idea of what it's gonna be from the interest check. I believe you were shooting for a price tag of under $100.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. I'm sorry. I clicked the post where what's his name found it on Facebook. Someone found a way to play Flappy Bird on their keyboard. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool.
It is about
350. Woo! Absolutely not.
nah. You were shooting for 100 or below, right?
Yeah. So the price is gonna be set at 85 USD.
Nice.
And it goes live this Friday. So if you all are sticking around and you're watching this build and you won't like it, it goes live this Friday, and it'll be live until all units are sold, or for about roughly about 3 weeks time.
I have got to do this restock, and we've got to draw the winner of the big switch and
Yes, I'm excited. I hope I win.
Banff prototype.
I have never won one of these giveaways. The only time I've been lucky in the hobby is winning spots in raffles. But that's like me spending more money. So it'd be nice to actually truly win something for once.
I've won a
Especially like you know, like if I see a giveaway before you do on Instagram, I always like tag you with it.
I always tag
Like,
you. It's like
if you haven't already tagged me, I'll be like, oh, he beat me to this one. Because like even if I don't really like a kit, I'm like, it's worth putting my name into the giveaway.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't hurt anything.
Okay.
Yo,
All
my
right.
dog is downstairs and he's licking himself. I can just hear him all the way up here.
So the hand loop switches are restocked. Let's do this raffle drawing here real quick.
Use code ShandonCodes at checkout for a discount on any in-stock item with Kerbal keys. No, I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. I really do have a discount code at Kerbal keys. It's ShandonCodes.
Yeah.
Use the
You do.
promo code.
No, we're not doing marbles for this giveaway. What's going on here? Why did I get always the bottom of the page? Let's see. Select this post. Minimum of 2. Get comments. So it looks like we have 37 people that have joined. And let's pick. And the winner is gonna be, and I need that keyboard I just put away, Tonner 186. Let's double check to make sure that they have
Met the criteria.
met the requirements. Yeah. The requirement criteria. What's a Pormo? Pormo code.
Hormone.
No, I'm just messing
At
with
least I didn't put porno.
you. Yeah, right. I feel like
What is it? TLS? TOS?
I feel like that would have caught you. All right, what was the name? Tonner 186. Let's find him. Where is their comment? A big ass alt F. I don't even see them.
Alright, well, we have to pull again.
Let's see where they're tagged. Here we go. Tonner. Sky, he has indeed selected 2 people. Is he following us both? He's following Kibio, and he is following me.
He wins.
Whoops, what does it do?
Ooh, Tonner 186. Congratulations. Typo. It's Palmro. Yo, I saw mode 65. Yeah, so I'm actually coding, but I'm not getting any more work done today, so I think I'm just gonna shut this down. That's cool. Restock. I have so many switches I need to actually try. I basically was going through a switch buying frenzy because I was like, oh, I have no switches. So then I had to order like every tactile switch that came in stock pretty much for the next like 2 weeks. Because, you know, that's what I had to do. And now I just have all these switches and no keyboards. Put them in. Sag.
Just in time. Congrats to whoever won. Tonner186 was the winner's name on Instagram. Sorry, I was typing. I didn't catch all of what you said there, Shandon. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, like, I have way too many switches. Like, you just said that you did the restock, and I was just thinking I have way too many switches, and I need to go through them before I buy them.
They're the lubed ones anyways. I don't have factory assembled ones yet.
Well, that's good, man. You need good. I mean, it's nice, like, somebody lubes them for you. I've lubed one set of switches. They're in the keyboard on my desk right now that I'm using, and pretty nice. They're in my frog. The frog is my frog is soldered, so I wanted to make sure that I lubed them because I was like, well, I don't want to desolder. At least with my hot swap boards, I can.
You've only lubed one set of switches?
Yeah, I've only ever lubed one set of switches a set. It took me 4 hours to lube however many switches I needed for this keyboard.
Gotta use that Gazoo method.
What doesn't he just like? I don't know. Like, doesn't he just like spit some lube on the spring or something, and then like chuck them against the wall, and then they're together or something? I don't know.
Nothing like that. It's you've got lube in a bottle that's got a dropper tip, thin tipped dropper bottle, and you use the dropper bottle to put a thinned lube in each of the slide rails.
Mm-hmm.
And then you donut dip the spring to prevent any spring ping, and you're good to go.
I bag lube my springs, and then I just hand lube my
You can bag lube them too.
My rails and my sliders.
You can bag lube them too. It gets the same thing done. It's basically just a.
Life is too short for me to sit there, and I looked, and I know that some people do like individually like lubing their spring too, but I just can't be convinced that that's giving you any meaningful difference. And so, for my sanity, I just bag lube them. So for this board, you said live Friday. Where to put in an order? Wow, you can put in an order on store.shandon.codes.
Also, if you type
Um,
!build, it'll give you a link to ShandonCodes website.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can also look at the other products we have. Like we have like you can join the anti-linear club, the anti-linear tactile club, and get some merch there as well. At I should change that message. That should be at or you know I was typing to you. You know what's going on. But yeah, so feel free to take a look. Check out the store. Got some cool stuff. Like I said, the Mino's coming up, so that's a big project for us. And then we have another one in the works, another keyboard project in the works. So
Any
there's that.
leaks? Any leaks?
Any leaks? It's too early to leak.
Too early. It's
It's
a
too
keyboard,
early
huh?
to leak. It's a yeah, man. It's a keyboard. It will use switches and stabilizers.
Stabilizers. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Speaking of
stabilizers,
which, don't forget you need
I
stabilizers.
was just gonna say. Speaking of stabilizers,
Yeah.
how many do I need? Just two 2Us?
Yeah, you just need two to use, which is nice. Long pole linears for the win. So I will agree that long pole linears are better, but they're better because you get a little bit of a bump, like with the tactile switch, which is why they're better.
Nah, it's not about the bump. It's that bottom out for the sound.
So that's what you tell yourself. It's about the feel.
It's for the sound.
I don't know, man. I got that's another thing. I don't know if you tried the NK creams, they're tactile ones, but that's what I lubed for this keyboard, and I really like them. I wasn't a huge fan of the original creams though, but they're not tactile, so that's probably why. And I only tried them unlubed, and so they have been noted to be kind of scratchy unlubed, which is like something that NK themselves are like, yeah, like they're meant to be lubed. So, you know, it's understandable. But the
Let's
tactile
be
ones, I
hold
really
on.
do like.
Let's be real though. Creams are scratchy even when they're lubed.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried the regular creams lubed, but I have tried the tactile creams lubed, and there's no scratch. And I mean, they don't have any problems with ping, but I haven't had any issues with ping. The only switches that I've had that I actually got that had like bad switch ping were some really cheap Gatoron clears, which I don't even know if they were. I don't really think they were Gatoron clears. I think they were like knockoff Gatoron clears. And then the SP Star Magic Girl tactile switches, they have a pretty bad ping to them. So whenever I do use those in a build, I will definitely make sure I lube the spring, because it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So the reason behind the donut dipping is you use a thick PTFE based lube as opposed to the oil, and you really only need a little bit along the bottom to prevent the spring ping. So that's why some people say with oil over time it kind of all gets off of there, you know, slowly comes off. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard people speculate that. I have my doubts about that because I've got switches that I lubed a couple years ago, bag lubed in Krytox oil, and they don't have any spring ping. So I think that's just, you know, theoretical about the lube coming off.
Gotcha. I mean, I can see where people are coming from. Like, I can see why people would think that, but I don't know. Unless somebody's done like some extensible market research, I'm gonna trust it.
Yeah, I don't know how they would research it unless they just, you know, it'd be a 3-year project just to see if it takes, because, you know, who knows how long it would take for it to come off.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, somebody had to sit there and was like, yeah, I've been using this keyboard for 3 years. Or like, I know that there's like a Canadian vendor, and he made like a switch actuator, so you can get the certain number of actuations on your switches that you want to get.
He didn't originally come up with that idea. But yeah,
he didn't come up with the idea, but
you're talking about Fang Studios. That guy was kind of a jerk to me when I talked to him about trying to sell his plate forks. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make my own.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like regardless to talk about the guy, it's like I guess you could set up one of those, and you could like have it run for, like if you got a machine that could do all those presses for you, and you had that running for like, maybe a couple months, maybe then you could say like, okay, over the course of X years, like just from where it should do this. But yeah, with gravity and everything else, the only way it would really be like if you had a keyboard sitting in I don't know, like a
Sitting
air
somewhere
neutral
for
vault
sitting somewhere long enough for it to allow the oil to run off.
And yeah,
the creams that I have in my stacked TKO are mechanically broken in creams, and they're still scratchy.
okay, cool.
They're still scratchy.
Yeah,
They're not as scratchy as
and
stock
that's
ones.
the thing. Like, I don't know if I necessarily think that breaking in switches really makes that much of a difference. Like, to how much you would have to actuate the switches to effectively break them in. Like, I don't know if that's reasonable. Like, you hear people say, "Oh yeah, you need to break them in," but I'm like, I don't know if that's reasonable.
It definitely makes a difference, but he also said that this batch, the batch that mine ran, he had to break in twice as long as he normally does, and still didn't get quite as good of an effect as he normally does. So, you know how it is with so many of these Switch manufacturers, every other freaking run of the Switch is something different. So many inconsistencies, it's hard to say which ones are going to benefit from mechanical break-in as opposed to which ones won't.
Yeah, I know that the creams have gone under revision like a couple times because of at least the original ones, and I'm not sure about the tactile ones. I think they're so new they haven't done a new quote-unquote revision of them, but yeah, switches are one of those things that's why I'm like, just generally, if I like a switch, I like a switch, and I just generally, I like to try new tactile switches, but when you find a switch that you like, as long as it's one that's easily available, like, go for it
and stick to it.
Like, yeah, like I just kind of stick with it. Like, my favorite tactile probably right now, like, just like if we're talking about like a stock tactile, like no lube or anything like that, probably is the U4. Probably are the U4Ts.
Yeah, that's a switch that performs really well even without lube.
Yeah, and I just think it's good overall, just because like, yeah, like they probably benefit from lube. I mean, practically every switch does, right? But like, just we're talking about stock experience. I've not gotten any switch ping, and I don't get any severe scratchiness or anything like that. And I think you get a pretty noticeable tactile bump. Now, that being said, you could always mod the switch and get a lot more out of it, like lubing it. Like, a lot of people don't really consider modding, like modding a switch, but you are, like, anything that isn't like factory default, like, that's a mod to it. And I mean, it can even vary depending on what lube you use. Like, some people will, some people are like, no, you need 205 grade 0, or some people are like, no, I only use trio whatever, or whomever. Now there's some new lubes out there, like, I think it's Space Holdings and Space Cables. I think they have their own lube now, which is like BDZ or something.
BDC is a Krytox. It's really expensive. It's just a really thick Krytox. I think you would get the same effect using like a 207. I think BDZ is just, a lot of people in this hobby, they think spending more money means better results, and that's just not necessarily the case. But when they see something new and it's expensive, they think they've got to go out and get it. And I was gonna get some BDZ with my last lube order, but the price of it is so stupid high that I was like, yeah, I'm not bothering with it. Especially because it's like super difficult to downpack, just because of the way that it's like a really sticky lube. Yeah, I've got a buddy, we were talking about getting some, and we might split a kilo, but I mean, the price of it is fucking astronomical. So,
lube, G lube, is that from Glorious?
Yeah, that's Glorious stuff. I haven't heard anything good about it.
I mean, so I have some Glorious Pandas, and they seem like they're okay. I mean, I'll lube them before I put them in something, but they seem fine. Okay, G lube, yeah. So my thing is like, I'm just gonna look into Creampacas, like the Creampacas I use, because there's got to be some lubricant out there that has very similar properties that isn't nearly as expensive. Like,
Yeah, the
and
lube.
I would just rather buy that and be done with it. Because if I bought one tub personally myself, I would never have to buy any more of it, and I could share it with my friends and still never run out.
The lube 3G that I sell, it's thinned for Gazoo's method, but it would get it's significantly cheaper than Crytox. They're just looking to save money.
Yeah, well, I mean, my thing is like I kind of just want to. I've only ever bought. I mean, I bought lube twice, but I just don't want to buy lube anymore. Like, I just want to.
When you say
like,
when you say a tub, are you meaning like a kilo?
yeah, I mean, in like I want something like the size of this candle. Like, if I could get a container the size of this candle here, which isn't a kilo, but if I could get like this, that'd be great. But
Like this?
you're about to pull up a whole fucking bucket, I'm sure.
That's a kilo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a kilo. Yeah. No, dude. If I bought that, I'd be done. I'd be done for life. I would never need any more. Yeah.
Well, they just went up on the price of it like last week, but I'll get you information on where to get it after the stream, if you wanna.
All right, dude. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know. Cause I mean, I know people use different types of. I mean, yeah, but.
They also sell half kilos if you want a smaller one. But really, to get the best price, you're best off buying a kilo.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, just let me know. But yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I guess any.
I think with the price increase, you should be able to get a kilo for $650-ish, $650, something like that.
Okay.
Which I can get you the sales rep contact info and everything.
Cool. Yeah, let me know.
If you
I'll
want,
definitely take a look at it. But
if you want
you know,
Tribosis, the problem with Tribosis is it's got an MOQ of 14 kilos, unless they've changed that, which I don't think they have. But if they have, if they haven't, I've got a couple sources where I can get kilos of Tribosis as well, so you don't have to buy 14.
Might have to consider for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I need to check that website. I need to check the website and make sure that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah, it's $650, but it's a whole kilo of it. And if you're thinking about it, like, it's not like the stuff is meant to just be like it's meant for a very specific purpose. So for it to be $650 for a kilo of it, in the grand scheme of things, it's not as bad as you're thinking, because it's, I mean, in the environments that like it's designed for and meant to be used.
yeah, it's
Like,
designed for
they're gonna be buying in way
aerospace.
larger quantities than a kilo, and two, that the MOQ that they're ordering at is ridiculous. So, you know.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
designed
like in the
for
grand
like
scheme of things,
it's an aerospace lubricant, so like it's
yeah.
expensive as fuck anyways.
Yeah.
And for the field that it's designed for, you know, it's got very exacting tolerances. The other thing is Crytox, to be totally honest, is complete overkill for what we need lube for.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm gonna just probably invest my time looking into other like lubricants that are available and stuff, and just using those, because if they're gonna do the same job, like, you don't need Cryotox. Like, I don't know how the community landed on Cryotox kind of like in the beginning, like, you know, somebody had to be using it and then they just kept recommending it, and now it seems to be a golden standard, which, you know, nothing wrong with that by any means, but what the lube is designed for is vast overkill compared to what you need it for.
Yeah. It's kind of like how BDZ now everybody thinks they have to have BDZ because people are using BDZ. And it's like, dielectric grease was fine 4 years ago. Why do you need BDZ now? There's still people that are like, I'm not going to use that shit. I'm just going to stick to dielectric grease. And you can buy enough dielectric grease for $4 to do 1,000 stabilizers. Vape juice. This is Pineapple Express from Vapetasia. How's it going, Bearded Hannibal?
There was a whole generation could have been completely nicotine free, and then they turned it into a USB and made it taste like dragon butthole, and now it's
Dragon butthole,
now
you say?
Oh my god.
It's my number 7. There it is. Did you work at a vape shop in Canada? Gotcha.
Do the vape shops in Canada look anything like the vape shops in the United States? Like, do they all have those like flashing strobe lights?
They don't all have that in the United States. That seems to be a North Carolina thing, to be totally honest with you.
Really? Because I mean, every place I've seen, like even outside the state of North Carolina, has just flashing strobing lights.
No, there's a lot of like really nice upscale shops where you can go in and they've got like an area where you can sit and play board games and stuff like that, and it's nice. And they've got there's several different types of vape shops, but the nicer vape shops also aren't really known to people out that don't vape, I guess, because like the vape shops you see around here are really just like convenience store / head shops, and so that's why they.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I basically only see head shops, so I guess that's fair. Yeah, it's kind of like hookah lounges. Hookah lounges are more low key, so like they're not usually all like flashy from the front, and so you kind of know where they are and you go if you want to go. Yeah. But it's not like you said, it's not a convenience store. It's not meant to just like attract you like a Shell on the side of the road is for you to get gas.
Exactly.
Vape World on the side, Vape World in a kiosk so you can get your Juul when leaving the bar at 11:30 at night or something like that.
So I've started using this blend number 7 instead of 205 on the stabilizer wires, and I really like the way that comes out. Which the blend number 7, the recipe still hasn't been released, but I know it's a 206 based, so it's a little thicker.
Are you talking about the lube?
Yeah, it's Gazoo's blend number 7. That's what he recommends for springs. It's
recommends his own blend for springs.
Well, I mean, he usually includes a free thing of it with people that order parts from him, and I sell 5 milliliters for $10, so it's still significantly cheaper than most every other lube you're gonna find. And it's like Lube 3G, that's like $10 for like a 10 mil bottle. I can't remember the price and the size right off the top of my head, but he's created these lubes and found lubes that work specifically because it's cheaper than what most people are using.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for people to have options.
Can you get a room cam? I still haven't moved, Pharaoh. I'm still in the same place. I have the internet set up at the new place as of today, but I'm not there.
Moving sucks. Oh, he's building a Mino prototype.
That's face cam, you son of a bitch. I don't even think I have it set up to work on this scene. Nope. Hang on. Fucking
build
Pharaoh. Yeah, exclamation point build.
I think your bot died. Oh, there it is.
Hey Siri. Oh, it's just upside down. Hey Siri. Siri, you fucking whore. Let's see. Timer. I started reading, have you watched The Boys?
No.
I started reading the comic.
Oh, yeah. Is it good?
It is a lot more intense than the show, I'll tell you that. I bought the first 2 omnibuses, which are like the collections of the comics. Shit. And just realized I forgot to put blend number 7 inside the stems. And it's not bad. Double full face cam? What are you talking about, Pharaoh? What's wrong with the music? Is the music not any good? I don't hear.
Can't hear the music, so I cannot tell you.
Oh, you've got the stream muted, right?
Yeah. Because or else I had to hear us both 5 seconds after, or however long the latency is after. We both talk.
Pharaoh had to come and redeem a full-size face cam, so everybody gets to see this for 10 minutes. Hey voice, what's your name? Tell me about yourself. That's Shandon. He's the one that designed this board.
Hey voice, what's your name? Yeah. A boot? Are you Canadian?
He is Canadian.
Is it a boot? All right. Well, I can't make a good fake Canadian accent, so rather than embarrass you and your countrymen, well, myself and your countrymen, I'm Shandon. I'm the guy behind ShandonCodes. So in the build command, you can see like all that good stuff. But I designed the keyboard that Kerbal is building right now. It's called the Mino, and it's a 40% hot swap board. And I was basically he couldn't figure out how to put the board together himself, and so he put me on the spot on Discord.
Well,
and now
to be fair, I could
to the world in my comfy.
To be fair, you weren't able to put into words correctly what you wanted to say, so I was like, all right, let's just make this easy.
A lot of words.
I could have stumbled my way through it and figured it out.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, too bad I can't just talk to you. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. We have technology. Can you coach him? Will he succeed? He's doing great. You know, we've had some rough patches. We did some debugging. But we're here. Yeah, no, your stream on my side keeps like freezing. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if anybody else is having issues with your stream.
I'm not seeing any drop frames or anything.
It could be me. It could be. I don't know. Makes keyboard. Yeah. 60 FPS. Wow. I have 69 FPS actually. So yeah, I guess it's just buffering on my side. I don't know. I probably need to update my web browser. I never update it until it stops working. So.
That's not really a good security practice.
Look here.
For somebody that
you're not terribly wrong.
Yeah, for somebody that works in IT, you would think that you would understand the importance of updates to keep your security up to date. It could be like a critical security update in there that you're missing. You might just be.
Oh well, critical security updates, that's different. I listen to those.
But does the browser specify when there's one of those? I don't know. I've got everything set to auto update.
It's just no. I mean, I would be all the tech stuff I'm a part of and stuff. I would be very hard pressed to like if there was a critical error that came up. It would be very odd if I hadn't heard about it through some means the other day. Mechanics also drop cookies. Wait, do mods get ads? Everybody gets ads.
Except for subscribers. Subscribers do not get ads. Unless the streamer has that
That
disabled.
double cash grab. Yeah.
Well, see, I do it because in order to keep pre-rolls off, you need to run 3 minutes of ads an hour. So that's why I run them, to keep the pre-roll ads turned off. So when new people join, they're not instantly hit with a long ad and turned away from wanting to do the stream or watch the stream. And a lot of times I run ads, like if I get up to go to the bathroom, and that'll slow down when the next ad will be. So if I manually run like a 3-minute ad and go piss and feed my guinea pig like I'm gonna do here in a minute, then we won't get ads for another hour. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
So loud. So loud.
Whoa, you just gave me a sub. Oh, apparently I was subbed to you last month.
No more ads.
Thank you, baby
Yep.
boy. For the sub.
So you'll likely need to refresh though for the ads to go away for you. And
Hey, nice.
Deeds, thanks for the gifted sub and the minor heart attack that I get every time that
Yeah, dude, I really appreciate it.
notification
Wow.
happens.
Like, give me a sub. What a guy. Here, I'll send you a little heart. As soon as my chat loads back up, because I refreshed the page. Just send you a little heart piece.
Deeds wants to take a picture of one of these. I don't know if you're still in my Discord, right, Shandon? In the photos channel, Deeds has been posting a lot of photos. He's quite the photographer there himself.
Has he? Ooh. Well, Mr. D's, let's pull up this. Go pull up this Discord live and see. I'm gonna see. You're telling a tale. All right. Build gallery. Is that what this is? Oh, that's
yeah.
what. That's Mr. D's. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, Mr. D's. Oh, I like the one where it's stuck in the tree. That's nice. Ooh. Rust. Kind of rusty old like tractor or something. No, that's a car. That's a car that's rotted away, a lot of it. Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. That's some good photos there, Mr. D's. Cannot lie.
I have got to use the bathroom here in a second. Pharaoh, how much? I'm gonna get these stabs on first. And I'm waiting for the damn timer to run out on Pharaoh's full-size face cam, as I don't want to have to deal with trying to pause the timer and restart the timer when I come back.
That is really good. Like, wow. Oh, you have the 35mm Sigma lens, so I have the 35. So I have a 35mm Sony lens. I almost got the Sigma one. I'm assuming you're on an E-mount system, because you said the 35mm Sigma one. But either way, I want to get a 55mm. But your boy is I can't spend the money on the lens right now. On a new lens. I just bought a new lens, so, and a bunch of other, well, not a bunch of other camera gear, I just updated some other camera gear, but I should just sell some.
Alright, hang on. There's a giveaway happening somewhere because I keep getting getting pinged. Rumi is doing a giveaway. Hang on, I'll get a link. Oh shit, why do I keep pulling up? Looks like Ruminative is doing some sort of giveaway. Let's hop in her stream real quick. Twitch.tv/Ruminative.
Okay, Sony A7.
Okay.
Cool. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I want to get a new body too, so that way I can always use my face cam one, and then still have one to take to do shots and stuff. That's pretty
So
cool.
don't leave, but also open another tab. Ruminative is doing some kind of giveaway. Hurry up! ! Play in her chat. And I'll pull it up here on the stream.
Were those people?
I think I just put the link.
Oh, verified accounts only. Chat.
Oof.
Is my account verified?
Rip.
Oh, phone number. Fuck that, dude. I'm not submitting my phone number. Oh well. Who's this woman though? Let me just see her face.
Rumi, she's cool. It's a it's a thing. Like a lot of female streamers use that verified thing. It just gives them less of a chance of being harassed by people. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I ain't got no problem with anybody doing it. It's just I'm not gonna link my phone to Twitch, but I don't.
Is that the only way to verify?
Yeah, like the verified account is through phone number only. Yeah, phone verification.
Here,
Mobile
let's-
phone number.
Let's watch this race.
Yeah, I'm watching it on 5, 4, 3.
Do I see myself in there? I don't even see myself there. I hit exclamation point play. I better be there. Yeah, I'm there. Okay. Who's in first? PC Load Letter. PC Load Letter hanging out in someone else's
If
stream.
anybody in your stream actually wins, like from joining like last second, I'm gonna actually stream last second.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've alerted people in another stream to a giveaway. I've had my soldering iron sitting here on this whole time. How about that shit? Where is my tip tenor? It's like right here a minute ago. How could it have gone? Did it get knocked behind here?
What's the Gerald 65? I don't even know what that is. There's too many keyboards, man. I can't keep up.
Probably Gerald's board that he's been working on forever. I didn't know that he's got one finished. It could be something else though. Who knows? Who knows?
Gerald. The name Gerald?
It's GRLDT is his name on Twitch. But his real name obviously is Gerald. Alright, well, I got ninth place.
You won, dude. That's when your stream just won.
Who won Deeds?
Exia?
Oh, Zezio? Zezio?
Yeah, just literally just won.
That's funny. Alright.
Wow. GG. You better claim it. Ayo.
Alright,
That is kind of rigged. I got it in the last minute. Alright, go use the
Alright,
bathroom.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys.
I gotta watch this stream, cause like, oh my god. Just call me X?
Have I still got Rumi's stream going here so everybody can hear it? Let me mute that.
Do you want to know the difference between us?
Alright.
I and
Oh wow, like everybody left. Okay. Are you still there, Shandon?
me down.
Yeah, well, I started watching her stream because it was more entertaining.
Her stream's coming through the
Yeah, no, I was
on
watching.
Discord.
I was just watching in a separate tab myself. The
Yeah.
ZO1, and it was so funny because they're like, "Wait, is he even following you?" And she was like, "Oh, that's a good point. I probably should have done it follower only." And then, but he did give her a follow. But it was like the funniest thing because then one of her mods typed like followage in his like name, and it's like he's not following. She was, "Oh, well, I mean, you did win, so."
Hmm.
It was like so funny, and he got like a Steam gift card, I think.
Well, hey,
Do you want to know the
congratulations. I'm hearing something coming through your mic. Shandon. Mm.
What?
So I heard something coming through your mic.
Oh yeah, it was a reel. I
Gotcha.
posted a reel today, and now I'm like, I don't know.
What switches have I got? I can put in here. Got enough of Aqua Kings, Creampacas. Yeah, go with the Creampacas. Creampacas. Oh no. I heard something crack when I stepped on this. Okay, maybe it didn't crack. Maybe it was just me stepping on it. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, I got Rumi's stream back up here. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see how these stabilizers sound. I need a keycap. Are you still there, Shannon? Did we? Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
here.
You just weren't moving. I looked at the screen. I was like, wait, he hasn't moved in a second. I didn't know if
I was watching reels.
I didn't know if it froze up or something.
Yeah, I don't want KTT switches. You don't want KTT switches? Why not, dude? They're free, bro.
Who's giving away KTT switches?
That's what he would have won. He got a choice between that or a gift card. I don't know,
Oh,
homegirls.
gotcha. Okay, so you went for the gift card instead of the switches? I probably would have gone for the switches.
No, she said free shipping in this. Well, I mean, unless you're not in the country. International, you had to pay, but continental US, you don't have to. Oh, you're in Norway? Never mind. RIP. Probably wouldn't be worth it, to be honest. It's probably better for you just to get something completely free then. Wait, you're in Norway? What time is it where you are?
Well, I think it's like 7-8 hours difference. So probably like 7-8 a.m. for you. Am I right on that, Sezio? Okay.
Do you either get up early? You got a curveball sleep schedule. If you're watching the stream at this time, your time.
So I need to take these standoffs off and replace them with those.
Yes, you will need to use the 15 millimeter ones. Those are 16 millimeter ones, and I couldn't be bothered to undo them before sending it to you, so it's on you, bud.
Fair enough. Oh no.
Hey, the feet are on, and it's pre-peeled, so you're welcome. I've done more work. It's fine.
These Durock stabilizers are very tight on the plate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Very, very tight. So that
It'll
there.
be okay.
Oh, will it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fine as long as it's not squeezing the housing. I mean the switch housings, because I mean the
It's like
the stab housings, because if it squeezes, it's not gonna return properly. So as long as it does that, you should be fine once you place it. Yeah, should be okay.
Didn't screw one in all the way.
Oh wait, you're using screw-in ones?
Yeah, should I not be using screw-in stabs?
I mean, you can use screw-in stabs. I mean, I don't know.
It's a tight fit.
Interesting.
I don't think it's gonna cause any issues. We'll find out here in a minute. What do you recommend? Clip-ins?
I mean, I use clip-ins, but it's just because like I don't know. I've had less issues with like clip-ins having clearance issues with plates, just in general. But it's up to personal preference. But I mean, it there's no reason why you shouldn't. It's not designed like the Bakaneka's PCB or anything where you have to use clip-in stabs. So you should be more than fine.
Gotcha.
Whoa, bro! Is that a Kerbal Keys switch fork?
Yeah.
Bro, where can I get one of those?
From kerbalskeys.com.
What? Kerbalskeys.com?
I don't think this is this. I think I'm gonna have to switch stabilizers. Ugh, I just spent time lubing these for no reason.
Wait, you're seriously having that much trouble with the stabilizers?
No, wait, this one just wasn't down all the way. Down all the way. Let's see.
Wait, you offer a free keyboard build service, bro? Why don't you build my keyboard for me?
Because you haven't sent me a keyboard to build for you.
Fair. That's because none of my group buys have shipped.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my Vega, Saka, Fuji.
I'm
those
waiting
are the ones
on
I've been waiting the longest for. Okay, yeah, it's working.
the only keyboards I'm waiting on. Well, the Box 60, but that's not one I was really waiting on. I kind of just got that one to get it, but I'm waiting on the thermal, and I'm waiting on the Hubble 65.
No, these are ones I've been waiting on since. Do I need to put? There's a hole right here. Do I need to put a standoff between the plates or no?
No, so those standoffs are on the PCB, so that way it's like you could technically secure the plate and the PCB together. However, there were some issues in manufacturing where the lines didn't line up properly. And when I talked to my menu about it, they were kind of talking about basically the dimensions that they can do those edge cuts in are limited, like to a degree. So they were like, you can do them, but they won't be consistent. And so I left them because there's no point to remove them. Like it doesn't cause any issues. And you could technically still use the screws and stuff if you wanted to, but I don't supply them. And I don't recommend it because you should still just take your keyboard out if you want to redo the sockets. Essentially, it was just supposed to keep the plate and the PCB together enough to where you could theoretically take out all of your switches without disassembling any of the Mino and put them in. But that's prone to people popping sockets out as I tested. So,
Yeah,
so they're still there. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't use hot swaps like most people. I guess most people are like forever changing switches. I just kind of usually stick with whatever I put in there. Which these
I have one keyboard that like it's like when I want to try like if I just want to try some switches, I hot swap into it and that's it. But generally, I prefer to solder my switches just because I don't know. There's something about knowing that those switches are in there. Like I've never soldered a board where I was like, and I hated the switches I put in there. Like if that made sense.
Yeah, and solder just got a better feel on the PCB in my opinion as well. More flex. Where are you at, Deeds, that you got your Saka? Why haven't I got mine?
If he's in, are you in the EU? That would explain why you probably got it shipped to you quicker.
You don't know what switches you like. Jersey? Yeah, so there's definitely people getting them in the US. I don't
Jersey.
I've been having bad luck, man. I still haven't got my Vega. Everybody else, it seems like, has gotten theirs.
Did yours at least ship, or is it just lost somewhere?
It hasn't shipped yet.
Okay. So see me.
They're still fulfilling
actually, quite
them.
a few group buys actually shipped this week. So I had Cat. My first Cat set is finally on its way, and Cat Cyberspace specifically, and then a Demon Sword. Thanks to you helping me catch that one. That's coming in. By the way, if anybody wants Demon Sword base kit, let me know. I'll literally sell it to you at exactly what I paid for it. Because I basically have 2 base sets coming, and I don't need 2 base sets.
Question I have. Deeds, where did you buy your Sokka from? Did you buy it from an international vendor? Or did you buy it from Desk Hero? I think the color I have came in the second shipment too. What color did you get, Deeds? I wonder if I should follow up on it. If everybody else is getting theirs. Like I know.
At least check if you haven't checked their updates in a while, at least check their updates on their page. They might have said something about some shipment specifically.
Yeah, so you ordered from Singapore. Okay, that's why you've got yours. Yeah, I checked it the other day. They're en route to Desk Hero.
Why'd you order from Singapore? That shipping had to be up there. I guess maybe if they were the only ones that had any left.
Yeah, that was they recently did the extras for who was the Singapore vendor? That vendor did an extra sale, so I guess he bought it through extras.
Oh, gotcha.
Is that way? Am I correct on that assumption?
Extra through international vendors. That's pretty much the only time it's worth it. I mean, if you've got a local vendor, why not just go with them? You'll save money on the shipping.
I forgot.
And the board and whatever you buy is going to cost the same.
I forgot to peel the plastic off the screen. There we go.
Nice. Talked with the developer of the board. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm waiting on this. So
talk to Frather.
Way to me,
Frather.
But I'm still waiting on quite a few sets. Bento should be shipping soon because I think that's en route to like Novel Keys now. So hopefully
$80 shipping. Jesus, I didn't even pay that much for my frog from Korea, and it was DHL Express in here in 3 days. They got you on that.
Mine was like $50 to DHL from when I got mine from Swag Keys.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a hookup, but I think mine was like $40 for the shipping.
But I could see it though. Like I could see it being that expensive. So it's international shipping just in general is not
Fuck
cheap.
you, Kerbal.
Well, nothing where you're gonna get it.
Archetype. What's going on here? Welcome, Archetype.
You're gonna have to reload the JSON file again.
There we go. It's working now. Well, it's working here, but it's not loading it here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like you said. What's going on, Archetype? I recently got lucky, and you guys raffle. So I finally remembered, man. I'm so bad about keeping up with when raffles happen, man. I'm looking forward to it. I did get the Sin alternate crown, but I didn't get the Sin. So in the future, I'll get a Sin. Hopefully, that it matches. All right, let's see. Let's do a key tester here. I did also just buy some Archetype artisans off of somebody on Mac Market. Okay, what's going on? We need to check.
Oof, you're brave, man. I've only bought off Mac Market.
I was just like, damn it, I want some cold crabbas, and am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. I was like, damn it, I want some, and I went and found somebody that had some, and I got 4 archetypes from them. 2 cold crabbas and 2 logos. Where the fuck did my switch puller go? I swear, dude.
Literally right next to you.
Where? Next to me to where?
I just said that. I was hoping it'd be right next to you, and you'd be like, "Wow."
It should be. Did it fall on the floor?
I'm actually making a tool, like
here. I got this Scatteron one right here.
Mac Market actually, or help people looking for stuff on Mac Market actually.
Yeah, that pen's
nuts. I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, you don't look at Mac Market.
No,
I get it.
You don't have to take it off. I'll still take it because eventually I'll get a Sin, and then I'll have an alternate crown for it. You have an option to opt out of or to opt out of alternate crowns if you don't win a sin. That was an oversight. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. It's not that expensive, and I've already paid for it, so.
Yeah. Nah, dude, when
Eventually,
it comes to artisan raffles, you really just gotta keep trying. Like, I've won. How many artisans have I won now in raffle? Like 5? Yeah. But I'm not a big artisan person, but I go into them every now and again. Like, I don't hunt for them. But Archetype, you all do have some really nice looking keycaps. Not even gonna lie. I had never seen any of them until Kerbal mentioned them to me the other day when he was telling me about the ones he won. And they look really great, to be honest.
I like the archetype stuff. What the heck? I'm really bad about keeping up with when raffles are. I miss every damn thing. But lately, Starfire Penguin over in her Discord, they've got an events channel where they like list every freaking raffle, it seems like. So I've been a lot better at keeping up with raffles because I check that daily now. So I might need to set up something like that in my Discord. Are these layer keys or are they bent pen keys? No, that should be control. This should be a layer. Okay.
So, no, the two. Those are both function keys. Function 1 is directly to the right of the spacebar, and function 2, or layer 2.
Yeah, but it still should have got picked up by the key tester. And it is indeed a bent pen because I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention and just kind of slapped them in there foolishly.
Unless you remap them. You could every time.
What else was I gonna say? Also, Archetype, thanks for the getting me in on the Kolk desk mat. The first time when the Kolkraba desk mats went into extras, I didn't finish checking out all the way. And like didn't realize it until a couple days later. I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, yeah, I ordered one through extras, and then or no, it wasn't even a couple days later. It was like 3 hours later. I was like, I ordered one. Then I was like, wait a second, I didn't get an email. Let me go check on this. And it turns out that I didn't finish checking out. And then I did the same damn thing on the second group buy. So thanks for squeezing me in there after it had ended. Oh, all right. Well, we're all good. Let's get. Shandon, have you ended the video? Okay, then I guess I'll close
I mean,
that.
I can cut my video back on. I just cut it off because it wasn't on your screen anymore.
Oh yeah, I just had via up. If you want it back on, I can put it back on. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, there we go. I'll cut it back on
Alright,
for
there
a
we
second.
go. Okay, so I need to replace the standoffs. Yeah, I'm like so absent-minded about shit. I forget every group buy that I want to enter. It's like I've started setting reminders on my phone, and that helps. But I'm just always like, my problem is if I go start looking at all the different things that are available, I'm gonna want to buy everything, and so in an attempt to not purchase ridiculous amounts of things, I just don't keep up with it very well.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like me. Like, I won't. Like, if I'm like, oh, I just spent, I limit myself to spending only so much a month on like keyboards and stuff, and so it's like, oh, if I spent that, I don't even I don't even bother keeping up with sales or being in the sales channels because I know I'm going to see something that's like a drop or something that I'll want to get in on, and I'm just like, nah. And the good thing about the hobby is there's always something else, like, so if you wait, if you wait long enough, and especially nowadays, it's not even like quote unquote waiting long enough, like, because there's so many options now that something will come back, or something else you like will come back.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
one thing I want to do is I want to try. I don't know if you tried any with 21 KB, any of their die sub caps,
Mm-hmm. I
but
thought
I've heard
I,
really good things about them, and they just had
I thought they
they had like another
were
pre-order
I
just
thought
now,
they
but they
were
do one like
I thought those were in stock keycaps. I didn't realize they were
nah. I mean, he
group
does
buy.
them in stock sometimes, but he mostly runs them through pre-order. Like, it's like a pre-order, and then usually he'll get like some as in stock as like extra, but Yeah, but he generally stays sold out. But anyway, I want to try some of those. But he gets regular shipments. Like, like I think it looks like he kind of does a pre-order like every 2 months or so, I would say. So I skipped on it just because I just got Demon Sword and just dropped a bunch of money on Demon Sword.
Yeah. Also, Project, what's up, man? Sorry I didn't say. I saw it. I looked up there and saw it, but I was in the middle of talking and just completely slipped my mind. How are you doing, man? You busted any new epic dance moves lately? Anything I need to be recording and putting on YouTube? Yeah, I'm ignoring you. All good. You caught me. Okay.
For a second, I thought you were taking off the feet, and I was like, dude, that's the most difficult part. Leave him on.
Oh, I didn't put the JST connector on. I don't need it on there. I'm not going to turn my soldering iron back on at this point.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, you're not using unless you plan on desoldering your microcontroller.
Does it go underneath of it?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
it only
gotcha.
matters that you have a nice nano.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I see where it goes right there.
Like,
Okay.
you can complete the look, but then also your kit is solid, so it's not like you're gonna see it on the outside either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes on the back. And the battery is kind of just free dangling back there. I recommend people use a double-sided adhesive. But I couldn't make a specific slot for it because the battery sizes are so variable depending on where you can get batteries and stuff. So
Yeah, Lee, you did miss the giveaway. It was on Instagram, and the winner was drawn about an hour ago. But I can show you it in just a moment. The case has not been made yet for the BAP, so I'm using a case that I already had, minus a couple, minus the internal acrylic layers. So it's not what the final thing's going to look like, but it is the final PCB. I'll show you in a moment. I get these in, so I'll just focus on one thing at a time. Hadn't seen you in a while, Leet. You doing all right, bud? Also, Euler, we're still planning Leet Meet 2022. We need to coordinate a time that works. Now that I've got my house that I'm moving into on a ton of land, we might have to like rent like a circus tent and set up and get everybody there.
speaking of meetups, there is a meetup in May, an East Coast meetup. It's gonna happen in, I think it's Richmond, Virginia.
Is that happening?
Yeah, I mean they have the venue and everything marked down and everything like that.
As whenever
And they said they're not charging, but obviously it's like it's like, what you can pay at the door helps to go towards like
donate
events and
if you
stuff.
want.
Yeah, but it's not like a required for entry.
Gotcha.
I've been in that Discord and I've been trying to peek in. I haven't like stayed too up to date, but yeah, they picked the location. It's at a brewery, and the date they did lock down, and it's May 14th.
You want a carpool up there?
I mean, I'd be down because
yeah.
I'm probably gonna go. I gotta make sure like that I don't think anything else for me is gonna pop up around that time frame, but I gotta make sure. But yeah, I'd be down.
When you told me about that, I joined their Discord and I asked them about the vendor role, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have it yet. We've got to finish something or another and verifying everything." I'm like, "What do you think? I'm like fake pretending to be a vendor?" Speaking of vendor, guess who got approved as for vendor flare on Mech Market today?
I guess it was you.
You are correct. So I got approved for vendor flare over on Mech Market.
You didn't already have the vendor flare?
Nah, dude, they're fucking really dicks about giving out vendor flare. It's like
No, I had like applied because I just wanted to be able to do the bulk post, but they were like, I don't know.
You don't need vendor flare for bulk. Anybody can do bulk.
Well, oh, I didn't know. But anyway, they were like, oh well, you have to have like 5 categories or something on your website and like items listed in all of them and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay. So I don't know what the point in being a vendor is then, if you, because I thought that they said that you have to be a vendor to do the bulk post. But
No,
what does vendor afford you then?
the vendor flare and the ability to make postings under vendor instead of bulk. Which, to be honest, I don't think it's a huge thing, but it was such a pain in the ass to get it. I'm just kind of glad I finally got it. I'll tell you off stream where I'm moving, Lee. Just remind me later. I love these wow sticks. But yeah, so I was kind of stoked that I finally got that. I told Dow Gazoo, I messaged him earlier and was like, guess who finally got approved for vendor flare? Like, I'd given up on it because the first time they gave me such a hard time. And there's one like Mech Market mod that I feel like for whatever reason they have a personal vendetta against me. They seem to like go after every post I ever make, and like they haven't in a while. So I was on there the other day looking at stuff. What am I doing wrong here? This needs to go underneath a bit, right?
Yep. So the plate goes underneath that piece that you have right there. Yep.
Should probably
Yeah, because you'll see the slot for the OLED on your left.
Yeah,
So you know it's right.
I'm gonna pull this one off and go ahead and slide. It'll make it easier to slide the microcontroller underneath of there and then slip it in. So yeah, so I was on Mac Market the other day and I was like, fuck it, I'm here, I might as well reapply for vendor flare, and they approved me. So I was like, all right, cool, surprise.
Yeah, pretty quick like response the other day. So I don't know if it's like
The first time
somebody's
the first time I applied, it took over a month till they fucking replied, and they denied me. And I got kind of salty towards them. So so that's another reason why I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying again. But yeah, if you can make bulk posts, anybody can make bulk posts. You don't have to be vendor for bulk post.
could have sworn in their FAQ it says it, but they might maybe either I read it wrong or maybe they just don't care enough to enforce it. I don't know.
Because I used to do bulk post back when I just sold switches on Reddit before I was full-fledged website vendor, everything like that. It's, I was gonna say, is there another layer? Okie doke. All these screws are the same, right? There's not like a specific one that goes on top. Nah. I think Type 6 is gonna look good on here. What do you think?
Remind me what Type 6 looks like.
It was created by No Pun Intended, and I think, I'm not certain on this. I know No Pun Intended is on the North Carolina Discord, so I think he might be in North Carolina. But I'll show you what it looks like in a second. It's gray with.
Oh, you talking about the Canon key set?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it might look good. I was thinking like
Gray with purple.
Like I don't have any Taro set. I feel like Taro could look good on it. I feel like
Taro is going on my Frog.
I can't think of another set that'd look good, but yeah, I think it would look good. It probably would look good. I didn't build one. I don't really have like a lavender-ish set. I probably would have tried like Notion on it, like PBT Notion, or like, well, no, PBT Notion has Blue Legends. I probably would have tried like Octopus on it or something like that.
I just sold Octopus to a client whose build I built this past weekend, Tofu 84. I ring mounted it and cut off the inside standoffs, and dude, that was like, the thing came out really good. It was the acrylic Tofu 84 case, the 75%, and like, it sounds amazing for a Tofu. Anytime you O-ring mount, you know, the burger mount they call it now, Hyperfuse would look good. I don't have Hyperfuse. trying to think. I had another purple set at some point. What the hell was the other purple set I had?
Dude, you got to keep an inventory sheet, man.
No, I ain't got time for that. I know a lot of people like to have like spreadsheets and stuff of all the things they've ordered. I'm just kind of like, meh. I just would rather be surprised when it shows up.
See, not when I got too much money in the wait for it to show up game.
I mean, I've got all the stuff printed out for expenses, but I don't have like a sheet I can just look at and see what I've got.
I started doing an inventory for my group buy specifically, really because I wanted to keep up with like when I ordered something versus when it
Arrived.
like its estimated time arrival. Because like a lot of vendors will low key change the date. And I'm like, I know it didn't say that date originally.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely do that. Let's see. I need to pull up a layout to look at here. Let's get Via back up. What was I gonna say? I had something to say, but now I forgot what it was. Configure. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, I've got everything we need here.
I think it's coming soon, minus like within a couple weeks or so. Next time, I guess they can get everybody together.
What's coming in? Coming soon?
He's asking when there's gonna be the keep with all the old heads on it. The keep stream.
Where did I miss that? Where do you see that? How did I miss that?
Hyperfuse on my chat. Where
oh geez, yeah, okay. I don't know why I didn't see it. Yeah, so the next one is gonna be the 29th. So it's gonna be this coming Tuesday. This coming Tuesday we'll start at 11. I'll start streaming at 10 and just kind of fill time and kill time for that first hour, just to, give time for everybody to show up and to get the viewers in that want to come and watch so they don't miss anything. So I'll be starting streaming at 10. And then I guess it doesn't have a row 2 escape in here, huh? Nope. Alright. So yeah, so at 11 we'll be going. Probably talk for about 2 hours like we've been doing. So that's Eastern Standard Time, by the way, Eastern Time. So currently it's 1:11 a.m. for me. So if you need to do the math there and figure out your time. These switches, actually, I'm probably going to end up pulling off of here before next week if I build the Thera next week, because these switches I'm probably going to put on my Thera. What do I need here? Is that tilled right here?
Hot swap, man.
Huh? Is this tilled right here?
Beauty of huh?
Is this supposed to be tilled right here?
Yeah, it's grave.
That's like a different layer, though. I'm gonna put something else there.
You can do whatever you want, man. You can customize it.
I'm gonna put.
You do you, Kerbal.
Wait, why is that a different?
I have Cam. I got my first Cam set. I have Cam Wraith on my Bakaneko 65, and it's very nice.
Do I not have a?
That's all I had to say.
Do I have a 1U pipe here that's the right row layer, the right profile? And how do they give me a 1U pipe, but they give me one for row 1, but not row 2? Am I missing something here? Am I blind?
I don't know. I could use. You're doing type 6. I can check the kit.
Yeah, I think I'm just missing. I think I'm just blind. Here we go. Here's a 1. This is row 1.
Yeah, no, it looks like they do give you a tilde for row 3. They do.
A tilde? I was looking for pipe.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking for a pipe. Oh, yeah, they only give you a pipe for row 1. The 1U pipe, they give you one for row 1 and row 4.
Okay, you said there is a tilde for... I see a tilde that's tilde and pound sign.
Tilde and pound sign, yeah, for row 3. That's what I was talking about.
That's the one? Okay. That there.
This is actually a
that's
pretty
not.
good damn layout. Not gonna lie.
I need row 2 though. I need row 2.
Row 2, you don't really have any options, unfortunately.
Do I have
It seems
anything
like there's
1U
not too
on
many
row
options
2?
for row 2. Yeah.
What row is the props key?
The what key?
There's a props key. It's one of the macro row columns. I think that might be.
Oh, yeah, that's row 2.
Perfect. I can use my props key.
Oh, this actually has macro keys. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of nice. I don't have a
Yeah.
keyboard that has any sort of macros.
What
But,
about 1U
but
backspace?
leaks. I will soon.
What about a 1U backspace? Is there not a 1U backspace?
There's no, I mean, there's the delete key. But I don't think there's a 1U backspace.
Is the delete key row 2?
Delete key is row 1.
What's the other one here?
There's also an undo key, which is row 2.
Alright, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
And there is a delete key for row 2 as well.
We'll go undo.
The numpad.
You could use left arrow. You're not a fan of that site, but you want that. Hang on, what are we talking about? You're not a fan of which site, Deeds? Talking about drop?
I think he meant of that set. Yeah, like he's not a fan of this keycap set, but he wants the power button.
You don't like the you don't like Type 6? I like Type 6 because it's got a lot of unique like macro row stuff. That's the main reason why I got it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it had the macro stuff. I might like actually consider getting it at some point, especially because they're gonna keep restocking it. So
I doubt there's a
so
row.
if it sells out before I end up buying it, it'll come back. The only one I don't like, I was really excited for the nice PBT Mizu, but I don't like the retro font. I don't get it. Doesn't look good in my opinion.
I probably don't have a tab that's gonna fit. That's row 3 tab. What do I have? This row 3, and what size is that? 1 1/4. Do I have any 1 1/4 row 3 keys on here?
Row 3, 1 1/4. Nothing. 1.25. You do have row. Yeah, never mind.
Something to use for tab. I gotta say, these Creampacas sound nice on here.
Oh, that's what you ended up using?
Yeah, these are Creampacas. They're Durock L something linear, one of the linear housings with cream stems. Basically a Creampaca.
Not like any boring sets. Oh, okay. See, I don't know if you can qualify them. I mean, I guess you can consider them boring in your opinion, but
I don't think this is.
I consider them more like basic, like which is sometimes what you want. Like some boards, I think don't necessarily look good with too much going on them.
I don't consider this set boring because of the it's got a lot of unique keys you're not going to find in any other set, like the macro column stuff. That's one of the big sellers on it for me.
Yeah, not even a lot of GMK sets have macros in their kitting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But there's a lot of really cool like macro keyboards out there, like the J series from Prototypist and stuff. Like there are a lot of really cool boards out there that have macro columns, but most people feel about the artisans because most sets don't come with even the option to get macros. Like I've seen a few recently, right? Like a few GMK sets recently, like Relegendables and some other stuff, but they're not that often.
What size do I need here? I'm gonna need what, 2U? It's gonna be way too big. Yeah. That's too big.
Seldom do these. Seldom do.
There's 1 and 2.
I mean, yeah, they really are, which is kind of like cool. That's what's really awesome about going to meetups is like seeing other people's preferences like live.
What size?
Especially, I'm a fan of meetups where you bring like one keyboard, one or two, because then it's like people really bring like their favorite ones, like white on black.
Do I have a 1.75 enter?
Oh, Zezio, a lot of people, a lot of people share that preference.
What was that? You like white on
White
blue,
or
black
black,
on,
or black on white with Haragana sub legends.
All right, what am I going to use for an enter key?
That's a good question. What size is that enter key?
Your board, you
it's
don't
like
know? It's 1.75.
1.75. Well, there's a shift key you could use.
The shift key I'm using right here.
A 1.75.
Oops.
Yeah, you can use the caps lock key. This caps lock's 1.75, and you're not using it on the other side. There's a control key.
And it's the right row. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I don't have a tab that's row. Wait a second. Is this the right row? It's too big. Is there anything row 3 that's, what do I need? 1 1/4? 1 1/4 row 3.
That's 1 1/4. Yeah, there's a shift key that's that size. If you haven't already used it, I think you've already used it though.
Shift
you've already used it.
Shift key's row 4, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, that is row 4. You're right. Row 3. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's row 3 that's 1.25. So this one might be one where you either have to use a row 4 or you just use a smaller key from row 3.
Do you know what size space bars are that I need here off the top of your head? I think this is going to be.
Yeah, you're going to need 2 and 2.25, I'm pretty sure.
Is it just me or does that one look like
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, so I'm having return issues.
Oh
yep.
my god, there's a bird in my fucking
Quackers with the raid. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take this out and put clip-ins. Fuck. Dang it, I was worried about that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to switch it out for clip-ins. I really don't feel like taking it apart right now, so we're just gonna not.
You can do like a trick you can do for now is just don't push it so far down on the stabilizer.
Yeah,
and that should give you enough return from just the button.
That was what I was thinking. Which, hang on, what have I done wrong here? Jesus Christ. Honk thumbs, thanks for the sub there.
Oh, sorry. It's 2.25 and 2.75.
Yeah, I figured it out.
2.25 on your left and 2.75 on your right.
I figured it out.
Yeah, sorry.
What's going on?
I was just looking at you put that on there and I was like, no, wait a minute. The 2, that sounds weird because I, like, yeah. I was like,
excuse me. When I take these switches out and all that for the Thera, I will switch out the stabs then. Quackers, what were you streaming tonight? What did you build? What did you build? I'm assuming you built a keyboard. Am I right on that? What is a oh, it's compose. I thought it said corn pose. I was like, what the fuck is a corn pose? Okay, but I like compose. Okay. The Icky 68 Aurora, round 1 or the most recent? What is it? Peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. Well, I think they've only shipped like 1 or 2 of the special edition ones. Typing test. Ooh, I never gave G Squala's typing test. I'm gonna redeem his points. You want it now? Is it still the acrylic or the plastic tops? Oh shit, why did I plug that? What size control windows and alt do I need? Do you know? Is it 1U all the way?
What size what?
Control window alt.
Yeah, so your control on your left side is a 1.25, and so is your alt. It's 1.25, and the super key is 1U.
Okay.
On the left. and then on the right it's the same for the
Okay.
function key, for the function key, the Windows key, the two function keys, and then the control key.
Trying to
So
figure
same.
out.
So it's 1.25, 1, and then 1.25.
I'm trying to see if I've got some like cool things to put over here. I've got compose and alt graph, but alt graph is not.
Composer. Got him.
What is that?
I just said composer, like a joke, like poser, composer.
Compose.
It was funny in my head, but it didn't land.
What's going on, Switch Doctor? Is this the first time you've been in my channel? It's about time. But hey, welcome. No. Okay. So I don't have anything to use in place of tab, huh?
You really don't.
There was no row 3, yeah.
There's a 1.25 spacebar.
Not that. This. Alright. That's gonna have to do. You're gonna go make some food? Oh, I'm starving. I actually started some food when I went to the bathroom a little while ago.
Right there. There you go.
Oh, you're looking at a delay. Okay, I was gonna say I've already got it on there. Alright.
Ooh,
So
that spacebar is also crooked down there too.
it's because of the because the plate's so tight. That's why. As the plate's forcing it at an angle. I'll have to take it out and put clip-ins in. I will do that at a future time. Let's see how it sounds. Hammer Brother, I need to update that. That's wrong. Very wrong. That's from like a month or so ago. Switch Doctor is resting. Looks like it. Alright, let's see here. What was I getting ready to do? I need to open monkey type. Monkey type.
Typing test.
Change scenes.
We've all been waiting for. Yes.
I've got to say, these Creampacas sound pretty nice on here, in my opinion. Let's get crisp turned off. Put my phone on silent. Oh, that's not already on silent. Okay, I see Frank has mentioned me on Instagram. I'm probably not going to be able to do a very good typing test with the spacebar not working. Oh, caps lock's on.
If you end up actually recording one for your YouTube channel, let me know.
Where's caps lock hidden in this thing? Because I've got caps lock on.
Caps lock is on your
Is caps lock on the layer? Caps lock's not on the layers.
It should be on your second layer. Where I don't actually just look it up and just look in VIA. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you don't have caps lock anywhere.
Oh, oops. Well, you can program it somewhere if you want to, really quickly.
That's what I'm working on. Where's caps lock?
Sorry. Working on the default layout. If anybody has any suggestions, do let me know.
Okay.
Because basically the layout's like basically just how I use it currently, but I'm open for changes.
Whoa, what's happening there? So is caps lock off now? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Whoops. Alright, this little thing is... Spacebar doesn't work.
Oh no.
What am I doing here? It's like, I can't get used to 40s. What the hell?
Well, you might see the animation change if you can get your typing fast enough. It just goes faster. I'll spoil it for you. This is exactly what I look
Why can't I type on this thing? Jesus Christ.
That's exactly what I looked like when I first started typing on it. But I'm up to 90 now with it, which is pretty impressive.
I'm not up to 90 with a regular keyboard, so... What the fuck? I can't type on this thing to save my damn life.
Like 110.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
Sometimes I can get like 125 on a good day.
Is the music's off, right? I believe music should be off for this. Okay, I'm just gonna type and we're gonna pretend like I'm doing a typing test so you can hear it. Because I'm not gonna sit here and struggle with this for an hour. Especially because like I'm a right spacebar presser user and this is because of the plate tolerances with these stabilizers. I can't get it to I can't break myself of all these habits. So
Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, I'll mute myself and we'll listen for your typing sounds.
okay. My fake typing test. Here we go. And what in the world? Why is it not typing? There we go. Actually, I'm not doing too bad now. Did I not just put my phone on silent? It's hard to judge what the spacebars sound like because of the fact that... Oh, wow, it tells you words per minute up here on this screen as well.
It tells you what?
It tells you your words per minute on the screen as well.
Yeah, it tells you your words per minute, and then if you're typing fast enough, the animation goes a lot faster
So,
on the OLED.
let me show this off to everyone here. Let me get...
So yeah, you can spam the words per minute, and it'll think you're typing quickly.
Okay. So, OLED. It's a Tetris game. Somebody should show this to Tim Keyless. He's like really good at Tetris. All right.
Oh, he's really good at Tetris.
So it goes faster when you get higher words per minute. All right. All right.
That is the Mino. You don't want to know how long it took me to program in that one part. It's painful in QMK. It's possible. It's just painful.
Yeah, I can imagine it was.
I hope people like it. I thought it'd be really kind of cool. I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if it did more than just said the words per minute? Because I like it when it says the words per minute. So I was like, oh, that'd be fun putting Tetris on it.
Yeah. Now we've got
like a Tetris piece. So
now we've got to figure out how to play Tetris on it.
Yes. Next step.
Next secret Easter egg that'll be discovered by the community soon, probably. Let's see. Excuse me.
Well, hey man, that's awesome, dude. Well, thanks for taking a look at the Mino, dude. I'm glad.
Thanks for
you have a
sending me
kit,
one.
and whenever you get your stabilizer all figured out, let me know, because that'd be cool.
Will do. I'll switch the switches out at some point here.
With screw-in stabs, but I don't see why that would cause any sort of...
It's the plate's too tight for the screw-in stabs. It's
yeah.
I like literally have to like shove it down on the screw-ins. What else? There was something else I was gonna do a second ago. Let me turn crisp back on. What am I forgetting to do? Yes, this is a prototype, Thought Thumbs, of the Mino. Exclamation point build will get you... where's the exclamation point on here? Probably around layer 1. No. Why am I not getting shift layer 1 exclamation point? There we go. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong damn chat. I'm typing over here in fucking in Rumi's chat. Everybody's probably like, why did you just type build over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
check out the Mino, everybody.
So
By
there's
all means, go check out the Mino.
So that's the link.
If
Sorry, that's the link there in the build command. So it's going live Friday. What time?
It's going live Friday, probably at noon Eastern.
So noon for those of us on the East Coast, 9 for those on the West Coast. What's that? Fucking 5 p.m. for UK.
There will be announcements on Reddit on Thursday, and an update to that post will be posted on Friday. And also, if you're on my emailing list, you'll get it as well. If you're not on my emailing list, join my Discord. You can find a link to my Discord. I sent one to Kerbal. You didn't put it in the command. I sent it like after you'd already started, but
Yeah, after
You can also join my Discord as well.
it
if
took
you
me
want.
it took me way too long to get sound issues straightened out at the beginning, so I haven't even read the messages you sent me, to be honest with you yet.
This is my Discord in case anybody's interested and you want to check it out.
Looks like I've broken one of my switches because there's a random piece of plastic here. You know what? I don't even think I can.
Earlier that you like crunched.
Nah, this is just a piece of. Who knows? When I pulled them out of the last board I had them in, I had issues getting them out, so it's very possible I probably cracked it then, and it was just in the bag. But yeah, I just realized I don't have enough of these switches anyways to go in the Thera, so I won't be putting these in the Thera after all. But yeah, I'll probably leave them in here.
Well, dude, yeah, thanks. I hope you enjoy it. Try it, try it at least as a side little keyboard to try. I know you're not a 40s guy, but let me know what you think.
So here we go. I think it sounds pretty good with the Creampacas. Of course, the spacebar, you're not going to get an accurate representation of it. But yeah, it sounds good for a stacked acrylic for sure. And I don't know. I think it sounds good. I like it. It'll be a fun little board. It's going to be $85, right? And what's included in the kit? That comes microcontroller, hot swap sockets, OLED.
Microcontrollers, all the case hardware, the case layers. That comes with the JST connector, the OLED, I said the microcontroller already, all the sockets you're going to need. And yeah, that's what's included in the kit. The only thing you'll have to supply, and it comes with the plate. The only thing you'll have to supply yourself are stabilizers, and stabilizers, a nice nano if you decide you wanted to go Bluetooth. If you do that as well, you'll have to supply the battery. So those are 3 potential things you'll need to supply, and then fourth, as always, your switches and keycaps. But yeah.
Okay, all right. And I might can help you get a shit ton of 2U cherry clip-in stabs if you want to add stabilizers. They're really inexpensive. You could probably put 2 in for less than $1 a piece.
If there's a good MOQ, I would love to offer them. It's hard to find clip-in stabs. Actually, I've had a hard time finding them. But if you know somebody, let me know. And depending, I might be able to throw those in the kit, and it shouldn't affect the price any. So
yeah, they're very inexpensive. Yeah, so this is indeed a split spacebar, but the stabilizers that I use were not compatible with the plate, so that's why it's sitting a little crooked and it's not returning properly. Ultra Kitten. Ultra Kitten, your board is en route to you. I don't know if you've checked the tracking, but it should be there before next week. Let's take a look at that sound test real quick too, because I was talking about your board earlier. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're unboxing.
I really appreciate it. I appreciate you building and everything. Thanks for letting me hang out as well. I'll walk you through some of the build and just talk overall keyboard shop.
Yeah.
But I do have to go to work in the morning, so I'm so good. But yeah, thanks, and y'all enjoy the rest of the stream. And yeah, man, I'll catch up with you soon.
All right, sounds good, bro. I'll message you a little later. Get you some sleep.
All right, catch you later.
Later. All right, so this is the Tofu 84 that I built for Ultra Kitten. It's the sound test of it. It looks really good with the RGB, so I had to do a little bit in the dark just to. It's pretty damn good sounding Tofu in my opinion. Hope you like it. I hope you like it. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. As far as the board, I had to do a couple case mods because I did burger mount it, as they're calling it now, which I still consider a ring mounting, same difference. Sorry, I'm trying to think and type at the same time. As far as the case mods, I had to cut out the center stabilizers, so when the PCB was flexing, it wouldn't hit on, or not, excuse me, the center standoffs, in the case. I took those off with my Dremel tool, and then I had to cut out just a little bit above the USB-C port, as when you O-ring mount, it causes the PCB to sit up about 1 millimeter higher, and it was preventing from being able to get the cable in. Oh, I know who we're going to raid. Say we raid Mr. CG Buen. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Thanks to, or congratulations to, was it Tonners? Jeez, I can't remember the name of the winner now. But I have messaged the winner of the Banff 1 PCB. Elite, are you still here? Shit, I forgot to show him the... Why is this coming up now?
Right.
Alright. We're gonna raid CG Buen. Let's see what he's doing. This man is using 2 plate forks. Why is he using 2 plate forks? And why are they above the plate? I don't know what he's got going on here. We'll find out in a second. Oh no, it's a clear plate? Is that what's going on? Okay, he's got a clear plate. That would explain it. Alright, was a great stream. Works. Oh, hey, Glad, thanks for hanging out. Custom thin plate. Okay. Yeah, it's a clear plate, I guess. It looks like the plate forks are sitting on top of the plate, but I guess they are actually under the plate. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was like, what? Why would you put the plate fork on top of the plate? Yeah, he gets a lot of stuff custom made. I think he does a lot of custom fabrication or laser cutting himself as well. He's a good dude. He is a good dude. We're gonna rate him. Oh, I need to put a space in there, don't I? I don't have arrows. There we go. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks out to... Let me go ahead and enter all that. Is the raid going? Got the right channel? Yeah, cool. Thanks out, guys. Thanks for everybody that's hung out here from the beginning. Thanks to everybody that's dropped in and everybody that's had to leave. Appreciate you being here. Thanks to Switch Doctor for the follow. Thanks to Thought Thumbs for the resub. Thanks to Quackers for the raid of 30. Thanks to Archetype Keycaps for the follow. Also, thanks for, you know, letting me get a raffle win for once, which I don't think you had much to do with that. I'm sure it was RNG, but hey, I'm looking forward to those. Thanks to Deeds for gifting a sub to Shandon, or Cheese Lover. Thanks to This Is Jube for the follow. Thanks to Chad Chops for the follow. Thanks to Testiculture for the follow. Thanks to Gioran for resubbing. Thanks to Drain Bamage, the homie, for gifting a sub to Keeb Noob. Thanks to Bitter Seeds for subbing. And I think that's it for tonight's stream. But as far as follows and subs, appreciate each and every one of you. Look forward to seeing you Tuesday. I'll be starting at 10, but at 11, we'll be having our next group co-stream. So we're going to be joined by Theremin Goat. I don't know why I didn't talk about this more during the stream, because I just was focused on building a prototype without any kind of build guide. And I had Shandon here, and we were talking, so it's kind of distracting me a little bit. Well, not distracting me, but, you know, giving me a little interaction besides the normal, just me and my brain. But thanks so much, guys. Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, co-stream. Please be there. Look forward to seeing you. And then also a stream on Wednesday night, my usual time.